Oh,
Yo, 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 yo.
you guys are lucky this thing was on like 5 minutes ago. Conversation some people would not want to hear.
I don't know if I should record this audio to post. Yeah, because we're not going to watch the whole game. We're just going to do a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might as well.
Yeah, just record. Record, Danny.
All right. Record, Danny. Hang on. We'll wait a minute. We'll wait a couple minutes. Jamie Erdahl, live from London, looking spiffy this morning in that nice orange coat. Is that orange or red?
It's
Red.
the picture.
It's
I think
bright.
red.
It's bright.
The picture
man.
looks red, but it
It's
could be
bright
orange.
as hell.
It could be.
It's bright as hell, man. I don't
That
know.
is black and purple.
That's black and
That
purple.
is the Baltimore Ravens.
I would
John
like to
Harbaugh.
see the Titans come out and lay it on them.
You
Ain't going to
should-
happen.
It could.
It could. I mean, I didn't think that the Titans
As
would
long-
lay it on Cincinnati.
Henry's legs could be a little
but
juiced up.
We'll
Didn't think the
see.
Jags were going to beat the Bills last week.
Didn't see
No.
a lot of things.
Yeah.
That London fucks with people. London fucks with people. Yo, 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 yo.
Oh, Henry might be sipping on that tea.
Need Dolly. Dolly would love to make an
Oh
appearance
my gosh, Dolly was here.
on Real and Roll.
You have
She
to
would
hold her
love
the
one.
whole time.
No, you just let her frolic around the room.
Piss on everything.
She would piss on everything. She would be like, "Ooh, look at." She's like, "Look at all this new."
This is Dolly's
area."
home too, though. Let's
She's
not
like,
act like it's not.
she's like
Dolly's.
this. Look at
get
all
it.
this new area of mine.
We are
Boys
secretly
and
watching the
girls,
game
we
behind
are
you.
secretly watching Ravens Titans. I don't know why. I even posted it today that it was the Ravens and the Giants. I don't know why I keep doing that. London, very overrated city, Heisenberg says. Never been there.
But London could be a sponsor.
London could definitely be a sponsor. And if you guys have the talk, make sure to follow us on TikTok. We are actually going to do a watch along tonight of the Bills and Giants, and we will primarily be on TikTok. We get like 20, 30 people on here, and we had 13,000 watching us on
And
TikTok.
we love you guys. But
And we love every one of you, but make sure to follow us on the talk.
I know Brandon Wilson jumped on the talk.
Yeah, several people
30,000
did.
people.
13.
13.
13.
May or may not be 30,000.
It might be
Could be
30.
Could be tonight.
It could be 30 tonight. We had 13,000 people
But on
watching
TikTok, we
last
won't
week
be
on
able to have
TikTok.
them watch the game.
But the problem with TikTok is you can't really we can't show the game. We got banned last week. That's why we're not live right now on TikTok watching the game, because we were showing the game and NFL copyrights busted our ass and suspended us for a week. But we'll be back tonight.
And we'll turn it up. I think we're going to do it where
Are
you
we
can
allowed
kind
to
of hear
turn
it.
this up?
I don't know. We can.
Just mute the commercials? Or?
I don't know. All right, are you guys ready to start our show?
We're just hanging out.
Why not?
You're
But,
hostile
but we got
today.
a show to do. All right, let's go.
It's always a show. Even if we're on here, it's a
It
show.
ain't a show without the yo.
He's hostile.
Yo! I'm Den Carter,
Jeffrey Denny.
I'm rolling with Ratchford.
Vegas insider Ryan Ratchford in the house again. He's making people money.
Killing the books right now.
He's making
5-0 last Sunday and Monday in the NFL. Then we went 1-0 Thursday. So 6-0 in the NFL since last Sunday.
That's actually what I just said too. My babe just said, "You're good on Facebook. You didn't get in trouble last week." So
Hey,
we probably will
feed it.
show
Feed the
the
fire,
game
baby.
tonight
He's
on
eating over there.
Facebook, Twitter.
And if I'm eating,
And
guess what
YouTube.
that means?
Everybody's
You got
eating.
everybody's
Exactly.
That's what
Hey,
we're doing here.
Steaks and shrimp on the table, baby.
He's
On the
making
bobby.
Exactly.
he's making people's house payments.
You ain't getting McDoubles. You getting steaks and shrimp, baby.
He's making people's house payments. He's feeding families. Just whatever he says.
Be ready to lose.
Just be ready,
to lose.
to lose.
Uh-oh.
that's
He
gone.
got...
Oh, Nelson Aguilar almost broke that.
Do want to say, even though we went 3-3 yesterday, which was a struggle, we are 14-5 overall, and that's betting every day this week since Sunday, last Sunday, 14-5. So
Hey.
that's
can't win 'em all.
75%.
Can't win them all.
Isaac Heisenberg says he lives in Georgia, so he can't bet, but he was in PA last weekend. He rolled with Ratchford.
Ooh.
He rolled
Look, out of state. Look at that.
Boom, boom. Isaac,
This
you're the
guy
man,
goes out
buddy.
of state and bets and rolls.
the
with
man.
Ratchford.
Remember, we had a lot of interest yesterday. I do want to mention. I know we got an important game going. We had a lot of interest yesterday in our bets. I want to remind you guys, I'm not giving you parlay bets. And matter of fact, I'm telling you not to parlay. If you want to make money, don't parlay.
Zay
Don't
Flowers,
play
big
all
catch.
my picks. Don't even play all my picks. Find one pick that you like. If I send you 3 or 4 picks, there's a good chance right now we're at 60%. Since last Sunday, we're at 75%. There's a good chance that one of those bets are going to hit. So I'm telling you guys, if I'm giving you 3 or 4 picks, bet one of them, put a little bit of money on one
Bet
of
the
them.
house.
No, don't bet the house. Be ready to lose though.
Be ready to lose.
But if you're parlaying and you're having fun, that's fine too. Don't be spending a lot of money and don't expect to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's just crazy gambling there.
I like that.
And if you're
Like
an
that
addict, stop
insider.
now.
I like
Got
the
'em all.
insider.
Bet every
I
one
like
of
the
them.
insider.
Bet every one of them. Let's get into a little bit. Heisenberg just said, bet the mother effing house. Do it. Do it. You can always live in a box on the street somewhere. Bet it all.
Then you can just bet the box.
Let's get into some show. I mean, that's show, but let's get into some football. We're not going to talk a lot about college football because that's later on in our preview show or our recap show next week. But there's a lot of games last night. Well, there wasn't a lot, but there was some
lot of good
decent ones.
games.
There was some decent games that we told you. Like, there's no reason for us to talk about Georgia, Ohio State, and Michigan. They did as expected. They rolled.
And we
They
said, we said it
rolled.
should have been a week like that.
Said
for
they
them.
were all going to roll. We said there were 3 games to watch, 3 or 4 games to watch, and they were pretty good. Like late in that last night, North Carolina, Miami.
I was going to hope you said that.
North
game. That was a
Carolina.
great game.
North Carolina ended up winning what, by 10, 41, 31, something like that. Drake May he's
Stud.
He's going to be the second quarterback.
Be a sponsor.
Ski could definitely be
He
a sponsor.
actually could be a sponsor.
Ski
They're right
could
around here.
definitely
Get
be a
over
sponsor. Drake May's going to be the second quarterback taken in the draft. We'll get to number 1 here in a little bit. And North Carolina's good, man. They're good. Drake can sling it.
Who's that?
And
Mac Brown.
the thing is with North Carolina, and he blew up last night. Tez Walker, transfer from Kent State. And Lane already thrown in the game. We've seen a lot of this bullshit since
Lane,
last
you
night.
seen him last night.
Lane, I seen you. I have a video of you in your zebra outfit. I have a picture. You in your zebra outfit yesterday. You look good out there refereeing.
He almost got
But
beat up yesterday.
Tez Walker, transfer from Kent State. He was ineligible all season long. 2 weeks ago, the NCAA reverses course and says, hey, you know what? We changed our mind. You are eligible to play. And last week, I mean, his first game, he didn't do much. It was, first game back in a long time. Last night, I think he had 6 catches, 132 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Kid's going to be a first or second round pick in the NFL draft. He is elite, and he's going to be a big time problem. North Carolina was good. I didn't expect North Carolina to be a contender. I really don't. But North Carolina is good, and they just got a lot better with Tez Walker being eligible, and he showed last night what he can do.
They're a top 5 team in my opinion right now. They're not going to be. They're not going to be.
Brakes, Daddy.
They're not going to be, but they're a top 5 team in my opinion.
Top 5?
Yeah.
If
Penn
you
State's
would have
going to be in the
said,
top 5. I'd rather have UNC in the top 5 than Penn State.
if you would have said
Time out.
top 10,
Time out.
I would not even.
They're going to be a top 10 team in the.
At the end.
No, right now they're a top 10
Well,
team.
they were like 12.
Yeah, they're
last
going
night.
to be a top 10 team.
But you think right now they're top
Right now
5?
they're a top 5 team. Yeah.
That's a little crazy.
better than Florida State.
They've
That's a
got
little
the
crazy.
best quarterback in the nation right now.
That's a
Best
little
pro
crazy.
style quarterback in the nation right now.
That's a little crazy. Top 5. Top 5.
Mac Brown.
Jordan Arthur says, I'm out as soon as I get in here. Thanks, Radford. thanks, Radford, for already making people go away with the North Carolina top 5. Man, how do you say that? You take North Carolina,
Jordan,
Georgia.
how'd that USC game go for you last night?
Jordan, don't pay no attention to him. We just had a bad night.
I like the quarterback, man. I like Drake May. He is a stud.
He is a stud.
And I sat here a few weeks ago and I told you to watch
Said
for
all
UNC.
along.
You agreed with me. I think they took a big jump last night. That was a big win last night.
Dude, Tez Walker's good.
They don't have as tough a schedule as Duke does. I think they play 1 or 2 more tough ACC teams, which that ACC schedule was stacked.
I said this the other day, and I really want. Who won the? Did Louisville end up winning last night?
No, they got beat. They got beat.
See, I wondered. I didn't look at that. So North Carolina and Florida State, they're both undefeated and they do not play each other. See, I
Right,
was
they
wondering
don't.
that the other day.
They don't.
They could in the ACC championship game. But I was wondering the other day if Louisville, Carolina, and Florida State all went undefeated, which they're not.
But
I've said this.
Duke and North Carolina plays.
Yeah.
I've said this
November
for
11th.
I've said this
They
for
may-
weeks.
they might have one
Florida
more
State,
game
we're going to
that's
lose.
tough.
We played
And it's
we played good
Clemson.
yesterday, but we beat Syracuse, so that don't really even count.
They got Virginia next week.
But
gonna
North
smoke
Carolina,
Virginia.
good. Other game last night, obviously the one we definitely disagreed on was USC and Caleb against Notre Dame. Didn't see that happening. Caleb had the worst game of his life, never threw 3 interceptions before last night, and he just played like dog shit. He lost his opportunity to win the Heisman Trophy last night. Like USC can win out the rest of the year, and Caleb can kill it. He lost his opportunity to win the Heisman last night.
Yeah, they lost it.
And you know what was crazy? And you look at the score. If you didn't actually watch the game, you'll look at the score and you'll say, you're fucking nuts. USC might have played their best game on defense last night. Every fucking time Caleb turned the ball over, Notre Dame had the fucking ball inside the fucking 20.
Yeah, but how good is Notre Dame's offense, though, really?
Notre Dame's offense is okay. They're okay. Hartman's a dog, though. Hartman's
Caleb
good.
Williams was
I mean,
running.
no one really put up good stats on anything.
But what drives me nuts?
Sam Hartman was 13 for 20, 126, 2 touchdowns. Caleb Williams was 23 for 37, 199, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Running back for Notre Dame had 95. USC had 46. I mean, no one. But if you look at the scoreboard, it's 20 to
awful.
48.
But this right here, and I love Lane, but this right here is the bullshit that drives me nuts. Caleb Williams finally has a bad game. And everybody in the fucking world losing their mind. This is your number 1 pick? This is who all these teams are tanking for? Oh, it drives me fucking insane. Because the kid's going to be great.
That's an outrageous talk. That's an outrageous line he
A
just
lot
said.
of people
But he
say
knows
that.
that, and he's just kidding. But listen, Caleb Williams hasn't played any defenses. Look at the game of Oregon and Washington last night.
Oh, it was
Great
good.
game, and we're going to get to it. Don't
I was
get me
gonna
wrong.
say,
Yeah,
don't-
we're going to don't get ahead of it. But
Pump the
Mike,
brakes.
there was no defense in that game. There's no one stopping anyone in the Pac-12, and it's always been that way. And
I disagree that there
Caleb
was no
Williams
defense in
is
that
a
game.
great quarterback, but he didn't have an offensive line last night that could stand to the level
has.
of a Notre Dame. Could you imagine? And we are not Buckeye fans here,
Absolutely
but could
not.
you imagine for a second if Caleb Williams was facing that Buckeyes defensive line and that front seven? He wouldn't. It would have been worse last night, unfortunately. And we are not Buckeye fans here.
You just got every
He was
Buckeye fan
running
off.
for his life last
They
night.
combed.
Running for his life
They come.
all night.
All Buckeye fans just ejaculated. They just fucking ejaculated everywhere. And I'm with you. Lane hates Caleb Williams because I told him he was a fucking idiot a long time ago when he said that, and I'm still gonna say he's an idiot. Lane, I love you. You look good in that referee jersey, but Caleb Williams still gonna be number 1 pick in the
Oh,
draft.
so you
He's still
really
gonna
did
have-
see Lane last night?
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
He umpired my boys.
he didn't umpire.
Play,
He
It's a
refereed.
referee.
He's
Yeah, it's not
referee, buddy.
baseball.
he refereed the.
He
Bubs-
refereed.
Oh, cool.
I got
Cool.
picture.
Game, playoff
I got
games.
picture. Utah wins the Pac-12. No way.
How was that not on a cut above sports?
Oh,
That
it will.
picture.
It will be.
Yeah.
Real and roll. Cut above. Lane.
Real and roll. Half a real and roll was at C.H. Jones Field yesterday.
Listen, and I say this every week. Everyone hates the Mahomes comparisons. But Caleb Williams is farther along than Patrick Mahomes was at this point in his career,
God, of course. Yeah.
and there's no doubt about it. I'm just saying.
But honestly, I mean, a lot of college is like that because it develops every year. You know what I mean? Players seem like they're just better. In 5-year spans, they get better. And now from 5 years, we're going to say, my God, this guy's way more advanced than this guy was. You know what I mean? I just think every year that it develops, it gets faster and faster and better and better. There's just more technology now.
of everything.
Yeah, for these guys to just develop and become better athletes. I mean, you have defensive linemen running 4.4s, 4.5s. That's crazy.
Patrick Mahomes having Andy Reid.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
That helps quite a
Absolutely.
I think you
And
could
Caleb
coach.
Williams isn't getting
I
somebody
think
like
you
that.
could coach.
You know what I
Patrick
mean?
Mahomes.
Well, you could coach him now.
But that,
Now.
now you could say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But coming out of college, no one had him.
No.
Patrick or Andy Reid had him.
Yeah.
But no one else had him like that. No one.
And
Andy Reid and did draft Jason Kelsey, which he was all
That's
pro.
crazy, too,
Travis Kelsey, he
Yeah.
drafted. You know what I mean? All pro. So obviously Andy Reid can draft some players and find some diamonds in the rough, or he can develop some players really well.
We didn't update, but the Baltimore Ravens did kick a field goal a little bit ago and lead 3-0.
3-0,
over the Titans.
Baltimore right now.
We'll get to it. You
Tennessee's
guys are
around.
watching it. We'll get to it though.
King Henry.
All right, and the
Sipping that tea.
game of the day yesterday, 2 weeks in a row that the game of the day lived up to the fucking hype. Texas, Oklahoma the week before, and Washington, Oregon yesterday. Radford said there wasn't no defense in that, and I disagree. There was some defense. That fucking, when Washington had 1st and goal at the 1 and the Ducks 4 straight stuffs, that was some defense. That was a little bit of defense. That wasn't much defense, but there was a little bit of defense in that
But there
game.
was a lot of yards.
There was a whole lot of offense, though.
What stat man? What's the yardage yesterday?
There was a
too?
whole. I know my boy, my Heisman pick before the season, Michael Penix
He was.
Jr.
You got me on the train. He did.
302 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. But I'm going to tell you,
one interception, third up.
well, he did have a pick, but the
Yeah.
wide receiver fell down. Wide receiver fell down.
And Bo Nix did have more yards.
Bo Nix played well.
Don't forget the other guy.
He
Don't
just they got out coached yesterday. Oregon.
they got-
I'm sorry.
they got they.
They got out coached.
I'm always big too though. When the points are there, kick the field goal.
Listen,
You're at Washington. If you're at home, I totally get it because you got the fans on your side. You've got to quiet the fans down. Take your point.
Kick the field goal. I mean,
you can ask my buddies yesterday. I am losing my shit over both coaches not taking fucking
stupid.
points.
It's every. I don't care if
It's
you're home
like,
or away.
why are you not
I'm
taking the points, man?
Listen, I
I get that Dan Lanning's ballsy and he says we're here to win, but
Well,
I
he
was like,
didn't.
what the fuck
I'm
are
gonna-
you
I'm
doing?
gonna tie this
He gave
into-
9 points. He left
Yes.
9 points off the fucking board going for it, and it was just I didn't agree with
And
it.
how many did he give up by not punting?
Yeah.
When he should have.
Well,
Especially at the end of the game.
The end of the game, I had no idea. Your own 47-yard line, 4th down, and I think it was 4th and 3. Punt the fucking ball, man. Make him drive the length of the field. Would they have? Maybe.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe.
But I did not understand that. And you gave the ball. And then my boy Penix, he said he checked out of the play to the touchdown that he threw to Dunze. He checked into that. He seen something he liked, checked into it. 2 plays, they score. And it was, and then, but we're giving Lanning shit about not kicking the field goals. I told Ratchford last night, maybe we know why he didn't. I don't know anything about the Oregon kicker. Is he good? I don't know. But they had a chance to send that game to overtime, and he missed it. But Heisenberg just said it. That might have been because of my special teams play. If you didn't see the video, I told my wife, I said, hey, record this.
was good.
And she said, what am I recording?
good.
I said, I'm getting ready to block this kick. And I'm
did.
telling you, I got a fingertip on it. I felt it. I got a fingertip. It's on social media. But my special teams play, I think, had a lot to do with that missed field goal. But yeah, I didn't understand why Oregon so many times left points off the board. But the biggest thing at the end of the game was somebody said he turned into Brandon Staley for the fucking Chargers. Why do you continuously put your team in these situations? Punt the ball, make them drive the length of the
he's
field.
out.
Bo Nix and Oregon Ducks saying all that. They've still got a shot. They got beat by a great team.
Small.
Yeah.
Small.
Yeah, I
but
understand.
I agree. I do. I agree. I want to see. This would have been the year. Like, I know next year, which I hate the expansion of the playoffs anyway, but it's happening. This would have been the year for the fucking expansion. This is the year that I think there's
Oh my
a
gosh,
bunch of
yeah.
teams that could fucking win it,
Yeah.
but only 4 is going to get in.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how this
You
is
could
all
have
going to
12
shake out.
teams easily
Because
in
you got
any of the 12
fucking Georgia and Michigan and Ohio State and Penn State and Florida State and all these teams that are still undefeated. Oklahoma. God, it's going to get
Texas even. I mean,
Texas, Oregon. It's going to fucking come right down to it.
every year it's like we
North
go into the
Carolina.
playoffs and you're
North
like
Carolina.
Georgia, Alabama's going to win. Everybody knows they're going to
Yeah.
win. This year,
You don't know.
there could be 12 teams that win that thing.
There could be.
That's what I said yesterday, though, buddy. I said that there's not a team right now that I would say that in the college that they're going to win it.
Yeah, no.
There's real. I mean, I know everyone's like Georgia. You got to knock them
Georgia,
off,
Michigan.
I think
yeah.
Michigan's the best team.
Yeah.
But Georgia. I mean, Georgia has some trouble too, and they start sometimes slow.
They
you know
start
what I mean?
slow. They start slow.
Don't forget about Oklahoma. They just because they was off this
Don't-
weekend.
Hey,
I mean,
I ain't forgetting Oklahoma. I said a couple weeks ago, it's time to pay attention to Dylan Gabriel and the Sooners.
but I think Georgia or Michigan, they're the best teams.
I don't know. I'm ready to see it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be
This
a
weekend.
fun
I know,
year.
not looking ahead too much, but we got a High State, Penn State. You know what I mean? And it's going to be a good one. It should
Bowers injured yesterday.
That's big.
That's huge.
That's huge.
For Georgia. If he's
He's
like,
their security blanket.
I never seen like what the actual injury was, like if it's like long term or not.
He's
but
that
yeah,
security blanket.
that's huge for Georgia if Bowers is out.
Let's not forget about Alabama. Sneaky.
I don't want to talk about Alabama.
Sneaky.
Alabama ain't got no
Watch
chance.
out.
No chance. No chance. But somebody said it, and I want to bring it up. We're not going to look too far ahead. But next weekend, big showdown. Big showdown. College Game Day live from Columbus, Ohio.
We'll be there live.
You're going to be there live?
That'd be cool, though.
That would be cool.
I was going to say, I will cancel. If we're going to do our podcast live from College Game Day, I will cancel my Tennessee trip.
Yeah. We'd have to be way out of Columbus.
Imagine how my Brit.
We would have to be way out of Columbus. We wouldn't even be anywhere near.
Oh, it'd be fun.
It'd be fun.
The haters would hate.
There would be room for us.
They,
like the way you put that.
they make room for us. They make room for us, man. But Penn State, Ohio State next week, number 6 versus number 3. That's going to be a game. I'm kind of sad, honestly, that I'm going to be in Tennessee. I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch it.
At a quick glance, though, I mean, do you think it's going to really be a game?
Yes,
Do you really?
I do think it's going to be a game. I think it's going to be a game. I think it's going to be a game. I really believe
I
that.
think we're going down a rabbit trail here, but I got to ask, who are you talking about? Why do you not think it's going to be a game?
I think Ohio State's better than people are thinking.
I think Penn State's better than
I
people.
think Penn State's better than people.
Yeah,
are
I think
thinking.
everyone's overlooking Penn State. I do. I think it's going to be a good game. I think it can go both ways. Aller, the Penn State quarterback, he's good, man. Running back, Penn State, running backs are good. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a good game. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised if Ohio State wins by 2 touchdowns. I ain't gonna be surprised.
That's a lot. 14's a lot.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a close game. I really do.
Tannehill deep. No good.
You guys are just trying to keep the Buckeye fans on the
Hey,
on the show, aren't you?
Jordan, you know, it's funny.
Jordan's been
yesterday.
here the whole time. You don't want to lose him,
You
do
know
you?
what?
I'm not a Buckeye fan.
You know what's funny is this.
They're getting better. They're getting better.
Well, they
They're
got the best player in college football.
exactly.
They got Marvin Harrison Jr. I can throw a ball up to Marvin Harrison Jr. and complete it. I mean, I got a good arm. I probably got a better arm than McCord. I got accuracy. I can fit it. I can thread the fucking needle, man.
Yeah. Purdue kicker missed like 4 field goals yesterday.
You want to talk about that real quick? Did you see the video that I posted this morning?
Yeah, was it
A kid out of the stands kicked a 40-yard field goal to like win a car or some shit. And 4 minutes later, Purdue's kicker missed a 39-yarder. It's like at that point, if you're a coach, you're just like, man, why do we have a fucking kid coming out of the fucking stands that can make a fucking 40 fucking yarder, and our own kicker goes 0 for 3 yesterday?
Yeah, but I mean that's
sad.
That's a little different. You got 11.
What's different?
You got 11 guys coming at you.
You're a fucking nobody sitting in the stands eating a fucking chili dog, drinking a fucking Pepsi.
Time out.
Hey, come down here and kick
guy's
his
just
field
not a
goal.
random nobody. Have you ever tried to kick a field goal? Time out.
What
Time
do
out.
you mean? I'm talking about the guy that made the 40-yarder to win a car.
You think he's just a nobody? You think he's never practiced to kick a field goal?
It was a fan out of the stands.
Just because he's a fan doesn't mean he's never.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a fan, and I've never practiced kicking a fucking field goal. What kind of fan practices making a field goal?
Well, maybe he does something for that. Maybe maybe he's played sports before. Maybe he's had
You're
to do
a soccer
something.
player. You've got a pretty good advantage.
I'm
of
just
making
telling
field
you, a normal fan that's never done it is not going to be able to just kick a 40.
But if you're a good soccer player,
Yeah.
I think you can go out and be able to kick a decent
For
field
sure.
goal. I
Well,
think so.
if you
A
look-
really good soccer
if you
player.
look at the NFL, they get people like that.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Why did this turn into we need to fucking scout the goddamn fan who
I'm not
made the
sure,
field goal?
but-
No, touchdown. Oh, no, he dropped it.
I'm not
Oh,
sure,
he's hurt.
but to help or hurt either their arguments, the guy on College Game Day yesterday for his college tuition made a 30-yard field goal. So
I'm just saying.
I don't know who I'm
A
helping.
fucking
who I'm
dude
hurting,
wearing a
but-
pair of jeans got picked out of the fans to make a fucking field
I
goal,
don't know
and
if
he
you,
booted it.
Did you guys see it? You was probably working. Was you working yesterday?
I was working.
So yesterday, they've been giving a kid a try at a field goal every week on College Game Day to pay for their tuition or something like that. I think it's 30 or 40 yards. So the guy gets up yesterday is disrespecting Pat McAfee like crazy because Pat's the one doing it. And Pat's like, "What's your problem, man?" He's like, "Anybody can be a kicker." Basically, same thing Den's saying. And he gets up and he almost makes it. I mean, it went a hair off the post, right?
fourth
And
and
everyone
one.
starts screaming, one more try, one more try. Pat McAfee's like, I can't give this kid another try. He almost made it. Gives him another try, makes the field goal, college tuition.
I like
Paid
that.
for.
I like that. More rich people should give stuff away to poor people.
Absolutely. The last week, I'm sure you guys seen the video, but the guy was so far off. Kirk Herbstreit was like, "I'll add $1 million to the tuition."
I mean, it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close.
No.
That's what a guy is that's never done it or practiced.
Yeah,
Right there.
Yeah.
I think I could make at least a 15, 20. Like
No, you couldn't.
I'm wearing.
Let me tell you. Hey, no. We can set this up. We will go to Oak Hill, and we are allowed on their turf stadium, and we will
we'll do it.
we will show the
We'll
world
fucking do it.
Dean Carter kicking a 20-yard.
We will fucking
How
do
many
it.
chances you want?
5.
5.
5 chances.
I give him 100.
I'll tell you what. If
5
you
chances.
make one of the 5,
One of the 5.
I'll give you a $25 free bet on rolling with Ratchet.
That ain't worth my fucking gas. But yeah, I'm down to do this. I'm down to go to this field goal, and we will record this, and I will make a fucking 20-yard field goal.
This
No
would be
problem.
the hottest content on Real and Raw.
I don't know. Did you see me? Did you see me block that kick
I
last night?
did, but this
telling
would be
you.
That was
way more
That
impressive.
was
Way
fine.
better. We're going live
Yeah.
on the top.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
I'm down to do this.
We've got to do.
Oh,
this.
we will set
I'm
this
down.
up. I
We've got to.
promise.
I'm down.
I
I'm
promise.
and I
100%
have
down.
to be there.
Oak Hill, you can go there anytime.
Yeah.
Because they
I'm
have an
down.
open facility.
No problem.
They're playing football there at 10:30 this morning.
No problem.
Flag football. I mean, we take the talk up there, and I got you a football. We'll get it.
Hamstrings are yeah, but not everybody's an athlete. Lane, not everybody's an
Hey,
athletic
and the
specimen.
good news is for you, Oak Hill, on a little top helps the altitude.
It will.
I
Helps
don't
the
know.
air.
It will.
If you get any air under the ball, you how far is he? How far are we?
20.
getting? 20 yards. So you're going to be on the 10-yard line. The ball's going to be on the 10-yard line.
I don't know.
Yep.
Listen, not everyone's an athletic specimen like myself. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. I could go
I'm
down
with
and knock.
Charlie Browning.
I was gonna say, and it's a lot to do with the holder. I gotta have a good
Oh,
holder.
no, we're getting a T.
Oh, that's even better.
No excuses.
That's even better. Because if I miss it, be on the holder.
That would be the hottest content. We would get 30,000
You get a
followers.
headband.
H.
You're gonna have a headband and stuff.
Yeah. I'll have my headband. I'll have my
LeBron,
arm
tube
sleeve.
Tube socks.
I'll have my arm
Long.
sleeve. I'll do the silencer after I make it.
Ooh.
I'm fucking ready.
Hey, do I need to get a table for some baby powder?
Oh, I used to throw the powder like LeBron when we played beer pong. So I mean, I might as well do it when I'm kicking a field goal. Yeah, we can set this up. I'm
That
absolutely
would
down.
be the hottest.
I'm absolutely down to
See,
do this.
sometimes it goes from the NFL to some guy kicking a field goal.
Oh God, Jordan Arthur, look at him. He's in.
Jordan Arthur's in.
Jordan Arthur is backing him 100%.
That's why Jordan Arthur is one of my favorites of all time.
Whoa, you have to just say go Bucks for me though. You
I
got-
just said OH.
no,
That's close enough. That's close enough. I have a lot of celebrations. I have
Why
a
is
lot.
King Tilly praying for Aaron Arms? Is he hurt again?
No, remember he's recovering from his
Still
torn calf.
recovering?
Yeah, he's still recovering, but he's toughing it out. Let's get into some NFL.
You
might-
notice how the
time out.
comments picked up.
Time out.
on
You
this, too.
you might need to talk to Arms before the like recovery
Oh yeah,
time on
definitely.
something like
Well, I
this.
need to talk to General Mills too about medical in case it goes bad. I need to consult my doctor first
That's
to
not
make
an
sure.
option.
That's
not an option.
I need to consult my work and my doctor before just to make sure that I'm good.
Isaac is go-to. What was your go-to?
Probably the silencer.
No
after I make
arrows.
it.
You're not gonna pull the arrow out. And
I pulled the arrow. I can't get into that. I can't say how I watched the game yesterday, but I was arrowing and people are looking at me like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" I'm arrowing at every fucking Penix touchdown
King Tilly,
pass
I'm with you.
yesterday.
I'm thinking the same thing. Yeah.
All right, let's get into some action. This is a 3-3 football game.
It's a close one.
Lane says it doesn't get above the crossbar. I think he's really underestimating my athletic ability.
It don't, Lane. It's hard. Kicking field goal is hard.
Fuck. So is beer pong.
So who you got in this game? Let's get to it. Who you got?
Ravens coming into this game was a 5.5 point favorite in London. We all know it's in London.
Lamar didn't sleep well.
Lamar probably didn't sleep well. Louisville lost. Probably didn't sleep too well. London fucks with everybody. Tennessee's just 1 week they'll look good and 1 week they look like pure shit. I'm going Ravens here. Ravens are starting to get a little healthy. They're starting to get some of their guys back.
How long is
I
OBJ
think-
out?
I don't know.
Who
cares?
Who-
I mean,
I just
who
ain't heard
cares?
nothing.
It don't even
I'm
fucking
so
matter.
sick of the OBJ talk, honestly.
He was so good.
He was.
And he's just
for
he's-
2
he's
years.
done.
He was good.
He's
really
done.
good.
And then when Joey Porter Jr. told him to go be a family man after he intercepted that ball when they looked at him.
You guys are already off the OBJ.
Yeah,
I've been off
I'm
of
done.
it. I've been off of it since the
But
Browns picked
I'm
him
not
up.
saying I was ever on
They said
it.
OBJ just made a grab. So maybe he's in this game, and we did. You know what? Now that he said
is.
that,
Yeah,
I was
he
going to
is.
say
He is.
I looked at the inactives
still
this
off of
morning,
it.
and I didn't see
That's
any
what I mean,
of the
whenever
Ravens receivers
whenever he
inactive.
got traded in here, guys, I mean, it was big to everybody.
was. It
I mean, I'm not
was.
saying to
Lamar's
us.
Well, the
not a
last
throwing quarterback.
well, listen. The last time we seen Odell play, he probably would have been the Super Bowl MVP.
Uh-oh!
And then
Talk
as we
shit
say
about
that,
who?
he's like,
Talk
who?
shit about who?
He says that's Odell for 40.
That's Odell for 40. I look like Leroy out there.
Yeah,
he
but
went to the
now he's
house
going to have to probably
yesterday.
take 2 games off because
He
of that.
probably will.
You know, he tore his
He
calf
probably-
muscle.
he
A
probably
broken
just
nail.
got
Hey,
injured.
Lane got to see old Leroy out there. 1 catch, 60-some yards to
He
the
probably-
house last
he
night.
Is that who the dog of the week is?
There was some candidates yesterday.
I feel like you're
My
not
dog-
allowed to vote for Leroy as
My
dog.
dog of the week might
Leroy
be
didn't
Lane
have a
Bonnell.
good enough game for me to be dog of the week. As my own kid, and the opportunities wasn't there, unfortunately. But he didn't get it. He had an interception.
That happens.
Leroy had an interception and had like a 60-yard catch for the touchdown.
Aguilar inside the 30.
Just not enough. Just not enough. There was one little boy there though that had about 3 or 4 sacks, probably 8 or 10 tackles. He right there could have been dog of the week.
That's Miles Garrett.
Dog
Stuff there.
fucking week. 6-year-old.
I was
has
calling for
fucking
the
3
tight end dump.
sacks.
Like,
They're not
look,
six.
Lane was
Six-
calling for the tight end dump the whole
six-year-old
game. He
winning dog of the
knew,
week.
he knew number 2 had hands. He
This
seen
fucking
him.
guy just said a 6-year-old with 3 sacks is dog of the fucking week. Did you see the video of me blocking that fucking kick last night? Josh Wilbur on TikTok actually
You didn't even
nominated.
touch it.
He not. Oh no, I got a fingertip
You didn't
on
even
it.
touch it.
I
I
don't think you
fingertipped
touched
it.
You didn't
Josh
even touch
Wilbur dominated me
I
for
think
dog
you
of the week
affected
last
the
night on
kick,
TikTok.
but I don't think you.
I think
No,
it was
I
more
felt it.
mentally.
Yeah.
I felt the
absolutely.
thing.
It was
no,
more mental.
I felt it. I felt it. I fingertipped it.
As a matter of fact, if you make one of those 5 kicks, you're automatically dog of the week for that week.
No doubt about
I'm
that.
calling it now.
I'll close
but
it down.
you're not getting any of them.
I'll close
even
it down.
close.
All right.
I
so,
don't think they're even going to get better.
I think after 3 he's tired.
I,
He's done.
Oh, I'll be hydrated.
I don't think they're going to get better.
I'll be
most
hydrated.
people would get
They're not
closer.
getting
But
better.
I don't even think they're going to get better.
No, you're wrong. So are we all on Baltimore in this game?
I never said that.
I never said that.
Well, nobody talking about the football game.
But I said Baltimore.
Nobody talking about the
issues
football
at
game.
hand.
But I
He
said
wants to talk
Baltimore's
about
gonna win.
6-year-old with 3 sacks yesterday instead of look at Gus Edwards toting the rock.
Well, I mean, now that Baltimore's getting ready to score, yeah, it's an easy pick to take Baltimore.
I think Baltimore's going to roll.
I'll take Tennessee in the points.
I think OBJ has
I think
2
it,
touchdowns.
I don't know what the over under is, but I
OBJ
think
says
this
it's-
is
Yeah, the under's
low.
looking pretty good now.
I think this is low. I think this is a low scoring game.
The bus Gus.
I'm gonna be pissed if he scores because I took him out of one of my fantasy lineup. 42.5. Yeah, I definitely say under that.
That's a lot.
I say that's definitely under.
That's a lot for teams that run the ball a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
But
they
yeah.
waste a lot of clock.
Defensive minded coaches.
So are we all on Baltimore to win and cover?
I like Tennessee to cover. I'll take Baltimore to win.
I'd say Baltimore to win.
You got Tennessee to cover?
5.5, 6 points is a lot of points.
Yeah, still saying Baltimore will cover. All right, moving on. Washington. This one I don't get either, man. I mean, Washington and the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons favored.
He is, Matt King Tilly. I agree.
Here's one of my picks for the week.
Falcons favored by 2. I don't
make any sense.
I don't like that. There was a bunch of these last week, man, that I was like, I don't get that. Like New England was favored, I think, last week over New Orleans. And this is one of those. Like, I don't think it's going to be that bad, but I think Washington's. But I will say last week when Atlanta, we were all on the Falcons to get beat by the fucking Texans. And
Damn Ohio
Falcons
State
won.
quarterback.
And the Falcons won, I think it was 21-19 or something like that. So,
I like Washington and the points. I'll take 2 points in Washington all day. I like them winning. This is one of my picks, and I actually got Washington rolling with Ratchford. Pick number 1 for you this morning. Washington and the points at +2, 2.5.
yeah, they're trying to feed Odell. They want Odell to get
down.
a touchdown. I have what's his name?
Can't throw the ball, this guy.
I have the fucking Justin Tucker in every fantasy league, so I love field goals. I'm also on Washington to beat Atlanta today.
I don't know if you guys know or not, but a stat that just came up on the phone because we're talking about it, 'cause
love it.
Facebook World hears.
Big Brother's always listening.
But Desmond Ritter is undefeated all time at home. He's 26,
I knew that.
I've seen that.
26 and 0 in college, 5 and 0 at home in the NFL. But guess what?
Today.
Today's
the day.
I think Washington wins. I
I like the
didn't.
coaching staff. I'd rather have Sam Howell than
Me too.
Desmond Ritter.
Me too.
I'd rather have the defense 100%.
Logan Thomas is playing well.
Logan
Tight
Thomas is
end,
playing well.
Scary Terry, Dotson. I like Washington. Like Atlanta-
Washington's, they're really underrated for a team that's got some really, really, really good players.
Chase Young. I like Chase Young. Chase Young, when he's on the field, when
Is he healthy? Yeah.
well, when Chase Young is on the field, he's getting close every fucking
if they
time, man.
lose this game, you could be looked for him to be shocked. I mean, honestly, if they're losing the next game or two, this could be a team too that says, "Hey, I got some pieces that maybe I want to go get my number one quarterback, or I want to go get somebody that on the market or something." Because this team could be either, "Hey, because I don't think they're all in on Sam Howell." I mean, I know we like Sam Howell and Sam Howell's doing pretty well, but if they could get rid of a piece or two that, I mean, Chase Young's an expiring contract anyway. If you can get rid of a couple players, and I mean, how long's Terry going to stay? If
I thought Terry just signed.
he did, but I mean, you could still trade a guy that's signed if you're blowing a team up.
Matt King Tilly trying to troll people, and yes, Lane Bennell. I have said it too. Riverboat Ron, he's on the hot seat. I think soon Eric Bieniemy is going to take that job over.
This just hit me with that Chase. You bringing up Chase Young trading. I know player for player trades don't happen,
Not
but if
often.
they struggle, Chase Young for Kyler Murray,
I mean, you could,
huh?
You could.
Who's saying no to that? Arizona's adding to their young defense. Redskins get their quarterback. Arizona's done with Kyler Murray.
You can't say Redskins. It's offensive.
Come on.
Commanders
You can't
get their
say
quarterback. Ron Rivera gets his athletic quarterback that he's had. Did they almost win a Super Bowl with Cam Newton? Ron Rivera. I don't know. Maybe that'd be it. Who says no to that?
Ron ain't gonna be there. It's gonna be Eric Bieniemy's team next year. All right, so we're all in Washington.
Yeah,
this is starting
absolutely.
to worry me. We're all in Baltimore.
So
we're
that
all
means-
in Washington.
That means pick.
That means pick the Falcons. That means pick the Falcons. Jordan,
Prepare
get
to
him.
lose.
Jordan, get him.
Bust you
Get him.
at least.
All right, this is my game of the day. I think this is my game of the day. Seattle Seahawks at Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals favored by 3. I think this is going to be a good game. I really do. I've said it for a while. I still think Cincinnati's the best team in the North. Burrow's getting healthier. But I'm excited to see those Seattle. Can Seattle's young corners stop Chase? Higgins is supposed to be back today. Boyd, it's going to be tough. But I do. I think it's going to be a good football game. I think it's going to be close. Bengals, I don't know if I said that. Bengals are favored by 3.
I'm sure Bengals are going to come out firing like they were last week, but I just want to see it some more before you know exactly.
Yeah, it's hard to believe something when you see one week. When it's been rough the past 4.
Right. So let's just see what the Bengals got today. I mean, obviously they've got to get back to who they were before, sooner or later. Man, I don't know if Zach Taylor is the right guy for that team. It's starting to bring up questions whether he can handle the offensive play calling and the head coaching. Seahawks are a good team. They're a solid team. So this is going to be a good test. Hey, watch them West Coast teams come to the East Coast. That's always a big difference.
Seahawks coming off their bye. So I want to see.
That's big too.
That's big.
I want to see that because Seattle's got a lot of. They're banged up. But the last
they had
time
a
we
week and a half to
seen
get healthy now.
the last time we seen Seattle, they had 11 fucking sacks. So Cincinnati's offensive line is not that good. I mean,
They're still trying to piece
They're
their
better.
things together.
They're better than what
better.
they have been.
So I want to see, like, does Seattle get at Burrow a lot?
But your line gets better if your quarterback gets healthy.
Hey, listen, I
mean,
hope
really.
that you're right, King Tilly. I hope the Seahawks win by 40.
That team is not a dink and dunk team. That team is release deep ball, deep threat, attack. That's not. They haven't been doing that until
Just throw the ball to Jamar
so
Chase.
What'd he say?
He's
What-
always fucking open.
That's what he said. He's
always fucking open.
Well, he's got some young guys to guard him today.
He's always fucking open. And I'm excited to see Reek Woolen and Devin Witherspoon.
Yep, and they're going to have some juice.
They're
so
going to have.
They're going to
I
have a
think
little juice here.
it's
fresh
going to be.
legs.
I think this is going to be a fun game. I really do. And you know who? And like I'm going to say, you know who I think scores a touchdown today?
Oh, you going anytime touchdown?
I'm going
today?
anytime touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba return to Ohio. In Jigba.
You don't want to. Let's go first touchdown. What's the odds on the first TD?
Oh my
Jackson
goodness,
Smith.
no! Don't be betting for him on that.
Who?
Huh?
Jackson Smith and Jigma first touchdown.
First touchdown. Huh?
Do it.
First
bet the
touchdown.
house on it. Bet
you
the
got?
farm. I
you
got
got?
Cincinnati winning the game. I think they cover the 3. But I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, let's assume they're going to do the same thing. Cincinnati cover.
I'm on the Cincinnati train.
My God, this is 3 games and we've all.
I thought he was going to. I
thought he was
thought he was going to
gonna
go
see
Seattle.
I
thought
think
you
it's
were
going to
too.
be a good game, and I almost wore my DK jersey today. I almost wore it just because I wanted to, rep the Seahawks.
I like it.
Steelers are off this week, so I'm all aboard the Seahawks and Chargers this weekend. Actually, Chargers.
I
on
can't
Monday
tell
night.
you done fell and busted your fucking head.
All right, moving on. So we're all 3 for 3 games, and we've all agreed on everything.
Jackson Smith, Njigba,
Njigba.
put $100 on him to score the first TD, walking away with $1,900.
I'm telling you, I got a feeling Njigba's going to get in the end zone today. Return to Ohio. All right, moving on. Jags Colts, the Gardner Minshew show. I know so many people Minshew masturbate all the time.
Minshew mania,
Minshew
baby.
baiting today. Minshew baiting. That's a shirt. That's a shirt. That is a shirt, my friend. Minshew baiting. All kinds of people Minshew baiting over Gardner Minshew. Unfortunately, Anthony Richardson did get put on IR, and I read this morning they are considering season-ending surgery for him.
stinks.
That sucks. Like, I don't like the kid, and I said all along that I didn't think he was going to be a good pro. And sometimes
good, though.
sometimes he does, and sometimes he doesn't. Like sometimes he does what I said. He can't throw, and then he'll make a wonderful throw. But he's an athletic freak.
I think that's what he's doing, though. He's trying to be a throwing quarterback, and he's not. And that's fine. Those guys struggle with that all the time because they don't want to be we got to adjust a running quarterback, in my opinion, here. And he's trying not to do that. So it's a struggle, and he's in his first year. Everything's changing. I think he looks good. I didn't think he was going to be any good either.
He looks a lot better than what I thought.
looks better than
He
what I
picked
thought.
Richardson to win his rookie of the year, so I'll give him his props on that one. Jags are favored in this one by 4. Anybody?
4 with
4
Minshew?
points. Jags favored.
I've got the Colts. Absolutely.
You're taking the
I'm
Colts?
I'm on the Minshew train.
To win or just
absolutely.
cover?
Just to cover. Yeah. I like the Colts to cover.
No,
For sure.
no.
So we definitely.
Jags by 10.
I'm with you. I think the Jags win.
Jags are rolling now.
Jags are playing well.
Coming back from London.
Hey, sipping that
ETN.
tea.
Listen, coming back from
sipping
London.
a tea, pinky out, London style.
I think Gardner Minshew, and I'm not on the Minshew baiting.
You're not
like it.
But
Minshew
listen to
baiting.
me.
Sound like you're wet over.
Yeah, it sounds moist.
Let me.
I feel moisture.
You're going to jump all over me for this. He's probably
Colts.
he's one of the best backup quarterbacks in the league.
The
Well,
Colts
yeah,
fan.
I think you
Okay.
can say that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll
I think
give
you
you
can
that.
say that.
And that means something in the NFL.
It does.
It does.
It does. It means you
There's
win.
not a good
win-
backup quarterback on every team in the league.
That means you
there's
win
not.
4 games out of 9.
Yeah, I agree. I think, but I just think
We'll see.
I think the Jags are playing good. The
I just don't
Jags,
think the Colts are ready
the
all
Jags,
the way around.
The Jags are turning into the team that everyone thought they were
mean,
going
They
to be.
won one game. They won. in
They won a
London.
couple.
Let's-
It don't. Yeah, but they beat the Bills
in London when they were
easy.
there for 2 weeks.
I ain't worried
Sipping
about
That means
Sipping
something.
tea.
I don't care what. Even the Bills, I think, did McDermott come up and say something about this, about them being there for 2 weeks? That's an advantage. That's
it. Weak.
an advantage.
that
I don't
means?
care what anybody says.
Weak.
Being there for 2 weeks.
Jags win easy. I got
Jags by 10.
Jags.
Wow.
Jags
Hey,
win.
by the way, keeping receipts on you, Mr. Carolina Panthers and Mr. Minnesota Vikings.
Oh,
how did those
we lost by
keeping
3.
receipts? How'd those
Hey.
go for
Keep
you
receipts.
guys?
Hey.
We lost by 3.
Keep your receipts. Oh, you know what? We didn't even talk about fucking. We didn't even talk about that earlier. We'll bring it. We'll go back to some college here in a little
I think
bit.
Shador should have flexed.
Look at this. Look.
I mean, He put up 400 yards.
Yeah, he
and
threw
5
an
touchdowns.
interception, win game, blew
Well, time out.
29 nothing lead.
It's okay. It's okay if your boy Penis throws an interception, but it's not okay if Shador throws an interception.
Dude.
Who had more yards?
Listen.
Who had more touchdowns?
Listen.
Yeah, I'm
Listen.
listening now.
29-0 against a one-win fucking Stanford team. Flex that. Who knew Shador's watch didn't know how to tell time because he thought the game was over at fucking halftime?
Yeah, but I mean, how many people play at one time?
You know what? Everybody asks why people talk about Taylor Swift and everything. It's irrelevant football. Well, it's star power. Why do we talk about Colorado and they're irrelevant?
Have you seen
They're a
the
bad
TikToks?
football team.
They're not bad.
They're bad.
They're not bad.
They're fucking
Who?
bad. Colorado.
They're not bad.
They're bad. They're not good.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends. They're not. I mean,
they're not good. Did they win one game and they won 4 this year? Yeah, great. They're better. They're a bad football team.
What are we calling good?
They fucking
Washington,
they-
Oregon, USC. They're not them,
they
but they're the next level.
They
They're close.
fucking
Absolutely.
They barely beat a one-loss Arizona State team, and then they lost by and when they were up by 29-0 against a shit Stanford team.
Good teams
Trash.
struggle too. Good teams struggle too.
They're not good.
No, they're not.
They're so overrated. They said
time out.
they
No,
said
no,
at halftime.
No, I'm not saying they're good. So I'm not saying they're overrated.
Oh yeah, everybody is. Everybody talking about how good Colorado is.
That's good for college football.
It's good for college football because everybody's talking about Dion. But when at halftime of a fucking game, when you're up 29-0, and Shador's Instagram is worried about posting his merchandise
Not
links.
Shador doing that.
Well,
That's
no
just
shit,
good
he's in a
business.
game.
That's just good business.
That's the fucking problem.
But here's the thing: we were 30,000 people deep on TikTok last week. 13. I know. I got it.
13.
But would you not? That's the biggest number you've
Yes,
ever
you
seen.
would.
So would you not at that point jump on the business train ASAP, or would you wait a couple weeks? Losing this week on being
You're trying to win a fucking.
we're losing. You're losing money because we
You're
were
in a
banned
football
all week
game.
this week, right? If he would have waited for a month, then that's bad business. That's just good business. Let me ask you guys
The
this.
stock was up high.
Exactly.
He's more worried about his brand to
But
win a
it's not
football
him.
games.
But who cares though? I would rather you got to
cares?
get your money when you can get it. You know what I mean?
He's
So
more
let me
worried.
ask you guys this. Here's the only thing I want to talk about. I think that was crazy. What was the biggest blunder? Miami last week or losing 29-0 when you was up 29-0 at halftime?
Miami. All they had to do was
That was,
take a
that was a
knee.
bad
That
coaching.
never
at
had
one time.
happened though.
At one time.
That Colorado thing, that don't
but
happen.
Colorado's defense is terrible.
Listen to me. I had a bet, and there was a few
And
$100
and Stanford's
on that
wide
bet.
receiver went off.
I literally didn't accept the quick cash out over $10, and it was up there on the chart. And I woke up and might have been the biggest blunder. Me not accepting the cash out might have been the biggest blunder of the weekend.
All right, back to football that's relevant, not Colorado. Panthers, so we were all, no, you're on the Colts. Panthers, Dolphins. Dolphins favored by 14. Watch out, you knocked Herbie over
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hopefully Herbie has a big game today.
tomorrow.
Monday.
Don't matter what Herbie does if he can't get a coach. Anyways.
Dolphins 14 points
I'm
over
on
the
the Dolphins
Panthers.
train. I don't care how many points it is.
Yeah,
They're
man.
one of my picks. I'm going down to 13 points though. 13 and a half. They're one of my they're my second pick of the day. I'm riding the Dolphins, baby.
Ravens just got
Let's
stopped.
go.
Ravens just got stopped 3rd and goal. Lamar got tackled.
Because they don't have an offense.
Yeah,
Dolphins, I'm on the train.
Dolphins.
My
Dolphins.
God. they're
Dolphins
good.
big.
Carolina's
They
terrible.
are
Devon A.
so
Chan.
good.
Carolina's terrible.
Devon Achan out, put on IR. So Jeff Wilson's supposed to come back. So you'll see Wilson
Chase
and
Claypool
Mostert.
take handoff. And so
Chase
Absolutely.
Claypool. Chase Claypool might score 4 touchdowns today.
And we've talked about this before. One of the Rolling for Ratchford rules is who can I put my money on, and if I lose, I feel fine at nighttime. You know what I mean? Could you imagine if you put your money on the Panthers, how mad you're going to be when they lose? The Dolphins are supposed to win. They're going to win by 28 points.
They're gonna
If
win
I
by a lot.
put my money on them and I lose, there's nothing I can do about.
They're going to
that.
win by a lot.
Kind of like that Colorado game. I mean, if you had your money on Colorado and they lost after that halftime, it's like you can't be mad at that. You know what I mean? Dolphins big.
Dolphins big. Dolphins big.
yeah, well, Dolphins win.
We're all
Big's
on the
hard to say.
Dolphins. I think
Big's
it's
hard
big.
to say.
Panthers are awful.
Big's irrelevant.
Big's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Panthers are bad.
Not going to apologize for winning.
So I mean, has Has Bryce Young just been a disappointment?
I haven't even watched them. It don't even matter. They don't have anybody. They don't have a run game. They don't have a wide receiver.
But I mean, they signed some people.
Yeah, they did. They signed some people. I don't know. They don't have a run game. Miles
Who's their
Sanders
coach?
has been disappointed.
I can't tell you their coach.
Frank Reich.
Frank
right?
Reich.
And he's
Oh,
pretty
God.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Frank's a good coach.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
know.
And I mean,
Bryce hasn't looked good.
But I mean, if you looked on paper before the year started, who looked better on paper, the Texans or the Carolina?
Carolina, without a doubt.
And I mean, and who's making the Texans good?
Because if you told me right now, like Carolina with Thielen and like I was big on Mingo, Jonathan Mingo, the rookie wide receiver. I thought he was going to be good. He ain't done
Miles
nothing.
Thielen
Sanders.
hasn't been
DJ
good for a few
Chark.
years
They
now,
gave
though.
Sanders some good money, 20 some
Sanders
million.
ain't done
Sanders out
nothing.
today.
Sanders is
Matt
out
King
today.
Well, he had a fumble. He had a fumble last week.
Yeah, Carolina.
20 some yards.
Carolina, big disappointment, and they're in the worst division in football.
And their quarterback's 5'8".
I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about height. It
makes a big
You
difference.
should be, unless your name's Doug Flutie.
What about
Honestly,
Drew Brees? Drew Brees. All right, moving on. We're all on the Miami Dolphins. That worries me.
he
Panthers
just
win.
threw for a lot.
Panthers kick field goal by the end.
He won one time, and that was
Panthers-
because the NFL script
Panthers kick a
gave it
field
to
goal
him
at the end
because
of
it
the
was the
game to
hurricane
win.
season.
Vikings.
Kinda weird.
Vikings
NFL script.
Bears.
That's weird.
Vikings Bears. Vikings favored by 3 points over Justin Fields and the Bears.
Bears by 15.
Bears by 15.
Okay, all right. You picked the Vikings to beat the Chiefs last weekend. You
Kirk-
better be on the Vikings.
Kirk Cousins. Rumors are he is
JJ's
not.
hurt though now.
Jefferson's out on
Is he?
IR 4 to 6 weeks.
Is he?
4 to 6 weeks, and I'm gonna be honest. If the Vikings lose, let's say the Vikings go on a losing streak. They're what are they 1-4 or something like that? Vikings are 1-4 right now. I think
Bears
something
win
like
this.
that. If the Vikings lose the next couple games, Justin Jefferson, he didn't get the contract that he wanted in the offseason.
He's done for the year.
Well, my hammy's a little hurt. I'm just going to set this one out.
I would just set it.
Oh, he's hurt.
No, he's hurt. He got hurt in the middle of the game.
Yeah, he got hurt.
He's hurt.
he's
His
hurt.
feelings are hurt when his quarterback's Kirk Cousins.
Speaking of hurt, did you guys see? I hate to just keep bouncing around,
Speaking
but
of
I got
hurt,
to.
he's going to be hurt when he
Did
kicks
you
those
see?
field goals.
Did you see the?
Hammy.
Did you see the Oregon tight end fake the injury at the end of the game?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
yeah.
That was fucking. I hate. That's so fucking dirty. You bag of shit. Just fucking.
Jesus.
What a bag. If you're going to
It
fake
is
an
just-
injury.
it's a part of the game.
Listen, if you're going to fake a fucking injury, then fake it right. Don't grab one leg and then when you
He
roll
did.
over, forget
He
which
did.
fucking leg that you grabbed and grab the other one.
All right, let's move.
What a bag of fucking
what are we
shit.
talking about here?
All right,
What are
moving
you
on.
talking about? Maybe it was double hammy.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Bears.
Double hammy.
Bears. I'm taking the Bears.
Vikings
I'm so tired of
favored by
Kirk
3.
Cousins. I'm so tired of him.
Vikings said this week reportedly they are taking offers on Danielle Hunter, KJ Osborne, and safety Harrison Smith.
And Justin Jefferson.
No, Justin Jefferson will not get traded. There's no way in hell Justin Jefferson.
He
gets
may
traded.
never play another down for the Vikings again,
Yeah,
as
but-
long as Kirk Cousins is
But
the
time out. The
quarterback.
guys
Maybe.
you just named. I mean, realistically, what are you going to get out of them?
Well, Danielle Hunter,
7th round pick.
Danielle Hunter, you can get something because every
What, a
year at the
second or a
trade,
third?
every fucking year at the trade
King
deadline,
Tilly.
what is everybody dealing for? Pass rushers. And Danielle Hunter is a pass rushing beast. They could get something good out of Danielle Hunter.
Good as in what? Second?
I don't know.
Third?
What did they get out of? What Denver get out of Chubb?
A first.
Yeah,
You ain't getting a
Danielle,
first. You
ain't getting a
Danielle
first for
Hunter's
them,
better
no.
than Chubb.
No.
I'm telling you right now, it would not surprise me because pass rushers at the trade deadline every year, that's what everybody wants. And Danielle Hunter is better than Bradley Chubb.
So let's get
Not
back
even
on,
close.
Let's get back on this Kirk Cousins. This is a perfect Kirk. He went last week and he played a decent game against the Chiefs, and they stayed in the game the entire time. But now he's playing the Bears, a bad team. Guess what Kirk Cousins is going to do? He's going to and he's going to play bad because that's who he is. He plays good in good games, and then he plays bad and bad. He plays at his level. He's not a good quarterback. I'm so tired of Kirk Cousins.
Hey, listen, I'm the one. I'm the one that said that last season I'd rather shit in my hands and clap than watch Kirk Cousins play football.
I'm taking the Bears.
I'm taking the Bears.
I think Bears win this.
I think we're all on the Bears on the upset. That means the
So,
Vikings win by 14.
Pick the Vikings.
The Vikings. I'm on the Bears. We're all on
not wrong,
Chicago,
King Taylor.
but Chicago does not have
You see what he
Khalil
said?
Herbert.
You see what Tilly said?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, pass rushers are big, and they can get a lot out of him.
You
if
know,
they
me
move
and
him.
Jeffrey are agreeing on a lot today against you.
all
Just so
right.
we're clear.
That's all right.
Huh?
That's all right.
Haters going to hate.
Haters gonna hate. Simple
Like
as
Will
that.
Taylor. Haters gonna
Can I tell you
hate,
about my
hate,
my
hate,
trip
hate,
this
hate.
morning?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I left my house. I leave my house usually at 8:30 in the morning. It takes me about 45 minutes to get here. I stop at a gas station on my way here. Get me a couple tornadoes for breakfast, okay? Breakfast tornadoes for breakfast. And then I come to the show. I'm here about 9:30 every morning. And I know that bothered Den last time. So I left my house at 8:15 this morning, okay? I was going to get here early with my gas station
Every
stop.
blind squirrel finds a nut here and
I
there.
stopped at the same gas station as I always do. I walked back to the tornado section. No tornado.
That's heartbreaking. That's fucked up right there.
That's sad.
Now what do? I grab my Celsius
gotta get like a
and
meat
I pay
stick or
for it, and I
Celsius
didn't want
could be a
that.
sponsor.
you got to
Could be
get a meat
sponsor.
stick sometime.
I know that's
You
what I
need a
was.
meat
I was
stick.
almost there, so I
Den's got some
stopped.
meat sticks floating around
So
there
I stopped.
somewhere.
I pulled off there in
They're
Jackson
hidden.
and stopped at Sonic. Got me a breakfast burrito.
How was it?
Which is
It's not a tornado.
So no, it's not a
And
tornado.
that's the thing. It's
No.
not. And then we're just rolled up gas station things. I don't get it.
The tornado
God, that little
is
crunch.
the superior gas station food. By
It
the way,
is. It is.
Get you a steak or get you a breakfast tornado. Anyways, stopped at Sonic, got me a breakfast burrito. Breakfast burrito far superior than any other breakfast sandwich. By the way, not from Sonic. They were all right from Sonic, but that's what I had to do. And then I was late, and then I showed up at exactly 9:30 again. So
It's all right.
it was a rough. It was-
I'm glad you made it.
no tornadoes.
I'm glad you
That's
made it.
dumb. Wonder if you could like order those.
Speaking of gas station food,
Like, you know what I mean? Call in like.
Throw 'em in the air
Because you
fryer
got a little
at
bit
the
of
house.
time or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or like on the
Ooh,
way.
Yeah.
Because I know like SA, you can order pizzas. They have like the, you know, like the pizzas they
do
have.
they,
for-
you can order them?
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
cheap for like
Yep.
$4 or $5.
But I would say there is actually a few people that call in for the pizzas. Could you imagine calling?
Hey,
how many people are calling in for
I
tornadoes?
need 5 tornadoes coming in here today. If there's not 5 tornadoes when I come in here, I'm gonna be very upset.
Speaking of gas station food,
There's just never
have,
enough of 'em.
Have either of you guys been to Buc-ee's?
No.
You've never been to Buc-ee's? I knew he
I
had.
know
been to
you're on the
Buc-ee's.
train, but it's like everyone else complains about it. I've
What
seen
are
a
they
lot of
complaining
complaints.
about?
So many people.
Well, let me tell you, that's fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Like my favorite thing when like we normally roll out early, so if you get the Buc-ee's at like 6 a.m., there's not a lot of people there. I mean, there's still people, but not a lot.
It's pretty good, King.
But speaking of gas station food, there is no better gas station food than the brisket sandwich at
That's what I heard.
Buc-ee's.
you can buy a case of them.
That's
Bring
good.
it, are you going to bring us back some golden nuggets for the Real and Real podcast?
You know what?
You ain't got that roller, King.
True
Billy.
story. I have a bag of beaver nuggets sitting out right now that I was bringing this morning and fucking forgot them. But yeah.
Next.
You know, you did ask. You did ask if he would bring you something, like
Yeah, I know.
cupcakes or something.
Totally
I
right.
did get you a charger.
Well, the
that I'm
cupcakes,
not even
Or,
using.
Earl sponsored that.
the
that
cupcakes,
I'm not even using.
Well, it's here if you need it.
the Barker
It's
family
insurance
is
policy.
moving.
Earl, thank you, Earl.
Barker family's moving, so Rainy Sunday Cupcakes is down until they're moved. So I couldn't get.
Yeah,
the
we should
cupcakes.
get like special order or something.
I could have brought Michelle's.
She could
Michelle's
have
could have been the sponsor.
She could have came here and baked them.
There was 4 or 5 different kinds at the gas station of Michelle's this morning.
We should have got some strawberry. Strawberry's clutch.
So surprising, we're all on the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
That's kinda wild.
This is all morning.
All right, Jordan Arthur's been waiting on this one. I don't know why, because like this game, I'm gonna be honest.
It's gonna be bad.
49ers Browns. 49ers favored by 9.5. I'm gonna be honest.
it?
9.5.
I figured it'd be more than that.
PJ Walker, the
PJ Walker,
AFL,
you love
XFL,
XFL.
USFL standout.
XFL Houston Roughneck.
What was the other one
That
that
sounds
was
like some
around for a
porn
few months?
site or something.
What was the one that came out before the XFL came back?
USFL.
No, there was another one I thought.
I don't know.
Where they interviewed their players and they had mics on during the game.
At the high, like down the sideline and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, 49ers Browns. I wanted to see this game with Deshaun because, like, early I said Deshaun Watson was dog shit. The last time we seen Watson play, I think it was the last time, he actually played really well. I think it was against the Titans, I think. Played really fucking good. Had a great game. It's like, see, there's the flashes of Deshaun Watson that we knew is there. I wanted to see this game with Watson, but Watson's still out. I think PJ Walker. I love PJ Walker, man. He's one of my favorites. XFL, Houston
And they don't
Roughneck.
have a lot of film on him.
But
That does help.
well, I mean, he not for the Cleveland, but I mean, he
Yeah.
started a lot for Carolina last year.
but I mean for
But
for Cleveland,
I
mean,
don't think this is close.
I don't think it's close.
I think it's close. I don't think it's close.
I was just getting on my phone there to check the over under. I was like, man, I bet the under would be really hot in this game. Would take a guess. How many points do you think the over under is for this game?
44.
That's wild that you say that. Go ahead.
38.
36.
Wow.
Yeah, that tells you all you need to know about these offenses. I think San Francisco's got a good
Well,
offense,
I was
but
getting
the
ready to say,
Browns
San
have a
Francisco-
good defense. And I
Browns
think
have
that's
Browns have top 5 defense. in the league.
absolutely. And then the Browns aren't going to put up any points. So
That's the
That's a
problem.
tough over under right there to mess with.
Zay Flowers just got his fucking head ripped off.
It's just
He's got his fucking head ripped
Captain.
off. Yeah, Browns have a top 5 defense. 49ers have the best defense in the
we going
league.
to take a minute for Watson here? I mean, are we going to take a minute and talk
Is
about?
he worth?
Is he
I
worth a
mean,
minute?
Is he worth a minute?
Is it? But
I'd rather have Baker Mayfield.
Is it time to just? Is it time to move on?
Well, I get they can't.
They can't.
They can't. It's like the teams put themselves in these fucking situations. You can't.
For sure, but I mean, mentally you can. You know, I mean, I know he's going to be in the back pocket, but you can think a year or so out
Well, let's.
because you got pieces to trade.
I don't know.
I mean, you
What's
got
their record?
You got
the last time we seen Watson, he played good. But the fucking problem is listen.
play.
Some people say he's not They said that he's not medically cleared last week, and now this week they're saying he's out going to miss multiple weeks because of something. It's like, what's going on? Is the guy actually hurt? Does he just have a little tweak and he don't want to play? Because let me tell you about the fucking savage in his fucking locker room. You guys seen the fucking picture of David Njoku?
Yeah,
The fucking picture when they showed David Njoku the other day of his face
because he was in a
and
fire
them fucking
accident.
burns. He got burnt. I read he was lighting a fire pit and got burnt.
Probably gasoline. Probably
He
done
fucking
gasoline or something.
played.
Moment of silence for
He
David Njoku.
fucking he didn't die.
I know, but
That's a dog. Let me tell you.
He didn't die, man. We don't need a moment of silence.
What's up, Jeremy?
Dude, what up, Gats?
It's way past morning, Jeremy.
But David Njoku played fucking football the next day or 2 days after that.
But you know he posted that for a reason, right?
Yeah, to show my fucking pussy fucking teammate
So-
that hey, let's try to win some fucking games.
Locker room issue. Going back to what Jeffrey said, is he worth keeping around if he's bad for the locker
Well,
room?
he's not. He was never worth
I mean,
getting.
and right now,
was never
you
worth.
lost your number one running back, right?
Yeah, that was the biggest thing
so,
for Cleveland.
So who's your second best weapon right now?
Mari
Braylon
Cooper.
Edwards still there?
Mari Cooper.
Braylon Edwards still there?
Best weapon, best player on the team's Miles Garrett over
No,
anybody.
no, no. Who is your quarterbacks? I mean,
Amari Cooper.
Kellen Winslow still there?
or Njoku? I mean, Njoku's good.
He's good, but Amari Cooper's the best player on the team.
Was you even born
Wide
yet when
receiver.
Braylon Edwards had like 17 touchdowns one year
Probably not.
in the season?
Probably not.
Stud.
I mean,
when was that? 2000? When was that, Jordan? He's probably
Gone. He said as soon as fucking he heard you started bitching about his Cleveland Browns, he left. Said,
Braylon
"Fuck
Edwards
this."
had 17 touchdowns one season.
Did he
That's
really?
wild.
I knew he killed it. I don't know if he had 17. All right, but
Njoku's
so
good.
so
Njoku's good.
Him and
And I think the locker room's going to be upset. I don't know if that was a poke, but I think it was a poke.
it was absolutely a poke.
I mean, he came in with a mask on, wearing his mask where he couldn't see nothing. Then he was in the, locker room. You seen there's like some skin peeling in his. I mean, this kid's playing football and he's pretty. This
can you
man is
imagine,
playing
like,
football.
putting that-
It burns.
can you
I mean,
imagine
it burns.
putting that fucking helmet on top of that
Well,
fucking?
I bet he
shit?
wore like a.
I'm
a
sure
mask,
he was
like a mask.
He
you know
was
what I mean?
matted
Yeah.
up too.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
But
Hey, give me Baker Mayfield.
Savage.
But it shows that this guy wants to play football and he enjoys it.
Some guys
He
want to play.
woke up feeling
Some guys
dangerous.
want to play. Some guys want a paycheck.
David Njoku woke up feeling
Watson's
dangerous.
just getting a massage.
So are we all
I don't know. are
on
we?
the 49ers?
Absolutely, that might be one of my picks. I haven't committed to that yet, but that might be up there.
49ers?
Yeah.
49ers big. I don't know about big, but 49ers 10.
I think they'll win by 10 or 13
I think they win.
points.
I think I just don't know about
any
TJ.
chance they keep McCaffrey under 100?
Yeah.
Oh, there's absolutely
yeah.
a chance.
Cleveland's
Absolutely a
defense.
chance.
Cleveland's
good.
defense
I agree.
good.
I
Top
agree.
5 defense
But that's
in the
gonna be
league.
it.
But if you get up a few touchdowns, your defense lays down
The San Francisco offense is going to have the ball
a lot.
a lot today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think they're going to put up some points.
yeah. There's going to be a lot of 3 and outs. I think by the Browns.
All right, so we're all in San Francisco. All right, I actually like this game. I think this is going to be a good football game. Saints Texans.
Oh, yeah, man.
Saints favored by 1.5.
So this is an even game.
I think this is going to be a
It's
close
at New
game.
Orleans, right?
I
it's at
believe it's in Houston.
It's in Houston.
It's in
yeah.
Houston.
Yeah.
We are all on, and the merch, the shirt was made. We're all on the CJ Stroud train.
We're on the Stroud train, all of us.
All of us is on the CJ Stroud
That
train.
doesn't mean we're picking
all
the
aboard.
Texans.
No,
today.
it does not mean we're picking the Texans.
Saints got a great defense, and they got one of the best defense, surprisingly, in the league. Remember when they
It's
had
not
no
surprising.
defense and a ton of
Saints
offense?
have had good defense for a while.
Back in the day when they were winning, but this is totally different team. Rough offense, great defense. I actually like this is my second pick for the day. I like
Touchdown, Zay Flowers. Ball game.
that's a
Basically a ball game.
I like the under in this. It's like 42 or something like that. We'll move up to 43 or 44, but I like the under in this game.
I like
Great,
the under
really
in
good
that.
defenses. I think CJ Stroud, they might score a touchdown, maybe two, but it's going to stay under 42 points. Maybe 21-14, maybe 24-14, something like that.
I got
24-10.
the Saints winning.
Yeah, I think the Saints are going to win. Absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
Saints are going to win.
We're all on the Saints. We were all
Imagine if they had a better quarterback than that team.
dude.
I'm not a Derek Carr fan, and maybe you guys are, but I'm just not.
You ask me if I'm a Derek Carr fan.
Would you rather have Kirk Cousins?
Where the fuck have you been?
Would you rather have Kirk Cousins?
Have you never paid attention to anything
wouldn't
I
either.
said?
I'm
No,
just
I would
asking.
absolutely rather have Kirk
Really?
Cousins than Derek Carr.
I wouldn't. But
Yeah, absolutely. Not even close.
Not as maybe like
Not
a
even
one
close.
game because I think Cousins can put up more yards.
Dude, Cousins-
But as in like a overall all season long now.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do Jimmy G or Derek Carr?
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr.
Kirk Cousins.
One game like
No, all season.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Or no, Kirk Cousins.
I'm on Derek Carr.
Easy. Easy.
See, Brock Purdy, Derek Carr.
Purdy.
Carr.
That's a tough one.
Carr.
Purdy's growing.
Okay, this might be a jump here.
Purdy is growing, but Purdy's growing on a really good team.
Jared Goff or Derek Carr.
Oh, golf.
Golf easy.
Okay, all right. I just
think-
wanted to see where you is at.
I think
okay,
golf.
I agree.
Golf
I
is
love
good,
golf.
just underrated.
I agree. So you probably got him around the 15 mark, Derek Carr. Because golf's above that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Yeah.
17.
He's probably a 10, 12.
I think golf's top 10 in the league. Top 10,
think so?
12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I agree with that. 10, 12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
All
there.
right.
We're there
So that's
somewhere.
not really anything to talk about. Saints, Texans, we're all on the Saints. This is a dog shit game. Sorry, King. Patriots, Raiders. Raiders favored by 3. I'm just going to tell you right now, there ain't even nothing to talk about the New England Patriots.
There
Yeah,
is.
but
There
talk
is.
about
There-
yeah,
there is.
I think there
There
is.
There is.
And maybe not as a team, but
Raiders win this game by 10.
and maybe, but I'm
Who
gonna
blocked the extra point?
I'm gonna poke around and say I'm gonna poke around and say, is there a chance that Belichick steps away?
No,
That's not happening.
never.
But the thing that I want to talk about is that I just read on my way up here while I was not texting and driving because you don't do that.
don't
You
That's
text, you drive, you die.
That's right. But it was saying
Real and
if
Raw
I
Sports
was
does
doing
not
that,
condone
Well,
texting and driving.
let's say if I was doing that, because 32 is a long drive
Long.
with no one on it and nothing to do. There was something that came across my screen that said Mac Jones is on a very short leash
Who
this
cares?
weekend. Bailey Zapp, Will
Bailey
Greer, we
Zappe's-
might see what they have.
Bailey Zappe's
They
terrible,
took
too.
first string reps this week, so that makes a difference.
Well, yeah, he should have fucking
Let's
started
see what
this
happens.
week.
The Raiders are not good. Devontae
not.
Adams, man, I hate it for him because he is if he's not the best
You know
wide
who
receiver in
is
the
good
game.
on that team? Max Crosby.
Yeah, he's
Bel-
good too.
Belichick
Yeah,
should be.
no one's happy though. No one's happy. out there.
Belichick should be on the fucking hot seat, but he never will be. I don't see them fucking ever saying,
I think
"Bill,
Absolutely
you're
not. He's
fired."
not.
I think
But
he
he
should
should.
be.
He should
Could you
quit.
imagine if the Patriots got rid of?
He
Bill
should
Belichick?
be.
That's why I think he has
He's
to
fucking awful.
walk away.
He doesn't want to change his ways. He's set in his ways.
There's no way they fire him.
This is
Their whole roster's garbage.
But let me tell you something. This could be a scapegoat for the Patriots for Bill Kraft and them.
Raiders. Bob Kraft never gonna fire fucking Bill.
no. Listen to the way you're talking right now.
But it-
Never
honestly.
gonna happen.
Well, I don't.
This
I
is
said
the
I don't.
example that I give.
said the only way for him to do it is to walk away.
Like, imagine saying this when he was winning 6 Super Bowls. Or what
Imagine-
they end up winning. 7 Super Bowls,
now you
6
don't have
Super
Tom
Bowls.
Brady.
Could you imagine saying that then?
Yeah, but you say.
Think about what they were before that.
Well, I get that, but that's not now.
It's not now.
I mean,
Shit changes.
coaches that win. I mean, Andy Reid won in Philly and he got ran out too.
So you think
He didn't win a Super Bowl,
you
but he still
think
won.
this isn't Mac Jones's fault?
No,
He's not a good quarterback.
he's not. But
He's
you,
not. But
somebody. What did somebody say? I
agree,
read a quote.
but
You can't
who
make
got Mac
trash
Jones?
taste good.
Who got Mac Jones? Who got these
That
players?
was
Who
he
kept
didn't have
trading
any
for tight
options,
ends and
though.
tight ends and tight ends and tight ends? I mean, Belichick's bringing people in here that's not good.
Yeah.
Somebody
they
is.
get no weapons.
I mean, and Brady never got weapons hardly either. He had a
Gotta
couple
have
years.
Quarterback. Brady didn't have any weapons, but
Time
he
out.
made them weapons.
No, time out. I agree you have to have a quarterback, but every time, every week we say you have to build a team first. Yes, you might need a quarterback, you do, but you don't have a team, then you just have a quarterback.
Mac Jones has no one.
There's no one there.
I don't agree with that.
There's no. I mean, who's there?
Look at the Bengals. They didn't have a team. They drafted Joe Burrow. He became their team, and then people followed in suit.
But there's a few quarterbacks that are special.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of quarterbacks that are good.
I mean,
I
if
think
you-
Mac Jones could be good, but he has nothing.
yeah, and I mean that's
His best
he's
fucking
not a good
receiver is fucking
He's not
Kendrick
good. He's not.
Bourne.
Derek Carr or Mac Jones?
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Jimmy G or Mac Jones?
Jimmy G.
Yeah,
Well-
that tells you right there the type of Jimmy G might be the
well,
30th
well,
best quarterback
That
in the
could
league.
change if we
Yeah.
would see Mac Jones have somebody to throw to.
No, why?
just saying-
Why?
Why?
Just let him hand the ball off. Give Mac Jones Josh Jacobs. Let him hand the
Jimmy
ball 40
G has
times.
Devontae Adams. My goodness.
Doesn't he throw to him?
Who is Mac Jones's best wide receiver?
I'd rather have Gardner
Kendrick
Minshew.
Bourne.
I'd rather
Who
have
is-
Gardner Minshew than Mac Jones.
No, I wouldn't say that.
1,000%.
I wouldn't say that.
1,000%.
Yeah,
Mac
probably.
Jones has no one, man. Kendrick Bourne.
But I'm
and
saying you have to build a
fucking
team. I mean, I'm not the
Juju
one saying that Mac Jones is
Smith-Schuster.
good. I'm saying that Bill Belichick has ruined this team.
So
He
you
has.
think if they signed
D-Hop,
DeAndre
first time.
Hopkins,
No, he's no.
Speaking, he just called it.
you're saying if they traded for Devontae Adams, Mac Jones would be a better quarterback?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, my God, yeah.
Is he going to be a top 10? No. Would he be a better quarterback because you signed a top 10 wide receiver? Yes.
I think Belichick has
Devontae
destroyed.
Adams isn't going to help him be a better quarterback.
Yeah, he is.
No.
I absolutely
Time
believe
out.
that.
Time out. We look at quarterbacks by yards and touchdowns and interceptions. If you give you a guy that's a top 10 to top 12 wide receiver, you're going to have more yards and more touchdowns.
But that ain't going to make him a better quarterback. I totally, yes, 100% what you're saying is correct. That's not going to make him a better quarterback. He's still going to be a bad quarterback.
yeah, he will be.
Yes.
Totally agree.
Yes.
But-
that means
but
they're
if
not
you-
going to win games
For
with
sure.
him as quarterback.
Average.
Unless you have a good team.
Look at Brock Purdy. Not a good quarterback. A good game manager.
Stop saying
And they're
Brock
gonna-
Purdy's not a good
they're
quarterback.
undefeated. Why?
The dude
Because
is
he's a
fucking
good game
slinging
manager.
Because they have
fucking
a
the
good
ball.
team.
Well, they got be but that's all he has to do though is manage the game.
But if you put Mac Jones in San Francisco, they wouldn't be good.
I think they'd be just where they're at right
no,
now.
they wouldn't be undefeated. You think if
they
you put Brock Purdy in New England, that things would be different?
You think they're going to be 5-0,
No, absolutely not.
No, absolutely not.
1-4?
Absolutely, yes.
Ooh, I thought almost.
You know why? Because Bill Belichick's ruined that damn team. Like I said at the beginning.
Bill
I'm not-
Belichick is ruining the New England
I
Patriots
think
because he refuses
the-
to adapt.
The focus
And I
is
think-
that Mac Jones is not a good quarterback. I don't care what you put around him; he's not going to be a good quarterback. It doesn't matter
No,
what you put
and,
around
and,
him.
and I agree.
He's not a good
I agree
quarterback.
with that. That's not what I've said at all. I've just said that Belichick's ruined this, and you have to build a team around somebody.
Time for Bill to go.
It needs to change. I just think Patriots need to change, and or say, hey, it's not in your hands. You can be the coach, but you're not drafting the players. You're not getting the players
They
to
ain't gonna
trade.
do that. He ain't
And,
gonna
and
do
they're
that.
not because they're not going to take the pride away from him.
It's like
they
Jerry
are
Jones
afraid to
in
do
Dallas.
that. It is.
Jerry Jones, he has his guys.
But look
and
how long it took
that's
him
how
to
it
get rid
is.
of what was that guy's the little redhead guy that they had in Dallas forever.
Clapper.
Went to the offensive
I
coordinator
can't think of
job
his
somewhere
fucking
else.
name. The Clapper. All he did was clap. He's a fucking analyst now.
Matt
College
King
football.
Tilly Jeffrey on a roll today, talking facts.
He's-
I'm just.
I can't even think of his name.
But
The
you know what I'm
little
talking
clapping.
about.
Yeah.
How long did it take them to get rid of him? Forever.
Jerry Jones
Garrett.
is gone.
Jason Garrett.
Jason Garrett. Yeah, it took him forever to. You know what I mean? Because that was his buddy.
Dude, Jason Garrett isn't on
And
the
I think
level
I-
of Bill Belichick.
No, not even close. But I just think Kraft and them has built such a tight relationship. It's hard to get rid of him, and you don't want to just say, "Hey, I'm going to give." You can't draft the players; these ain't your players anymore. Because Belichick's players there, like I said at the beginning, they suck. I mean,
Patriots suck.
Stevenson's pretty good, but they ain't got nobody.
They
have
lost
no,
their, they lost
have
their
no big names.
They lost their best player, Matt Judon, probably for the year, and Christian Gonzalez, their rookie corner out of Oregon, he was starting to ball out. He's also on IR now, probably for the year. Patriots are just the only good players they have are getting hurt, and they arguably might be the worst team in football.
This ain't a team that you
Worse
can
than
say,
the Panthers.
They might be worse than the Panthers. I think that if you
absolutely
if
worse
you
than the
looked at the
Panthers.
rosters, I think the Panthers have a better
So
roster.
you
than
guys,
the Patriots.
are you guys taking the Raiders today?
I'm taking the Raiders today.
You taking the Raiders today?
I'm taking.
Don't do all that.
I'm taking
don't
the
do
Raiders
all that,
today.
and then take the Patriots. I'm taking the Patriots. I'm sticking by this. This is Bill Belichick, and he's going to work it out because he's the greatest coach to ever coach the game. He's going to work it out.
I'm on the Raiders.
Yes,
Jeffrey
time out.
Denny's crazy.
He's going to win some games, but is he going to win the Super Bowl?
I'm going to.
Not with Mac Jones,
I'm taking
Not
the
with
Raiders.
that team.
but he's going to figure it out.
I'm taking the Raiders today.
And
could-
Mac Jones might not be the
Hey,
answer, and we might find out today.
You drop Joey Burrow on the Patriots, they're still not winning the Super Bowl.
Wait a second.
Did you guys see
Wait a
the
second.
comment?
Hang on a second.
You put-
They make the playoffs, though.
That's not what I said.
Timeout.
Well, they're not going to win the Super Bowl at Cincinnati, probably. But they
Timeout.
got a great team.
Timeout.
They make the playoffs.
Timeout. Did you guys see the comment? I don't remember who said it, but it was one of the ex-Patriot players, of course. He said if Tom Brady came back right now, the Patriots would win the Super Bowl.
Oh, I'll get on board with that.
Oh,
I'll get on board with that.
Jesus.
I'll get
Today
on-
we end the show.
All right, guys and girls, I'm out. See you later.
You lost your damn mind.
I'll get on board with that.
Moving on.
They're going to the playoffs
Patriots
with Tom
today.
Brady. Yeah, I'm taking the Patriots. I'll take the Patriots, and I'll give 6 points. They're winning today.
Hey, Bear called Gronk and Troy Brown. Patriots today.
They make the playoffs with Tom Brady.
Patriots today.
Yeah, I'm
Patriots,
on
Raiders.
the
Raiders.
Absolutely.
Raiders. All right, moving on.
I'm taking
We've
the
lost
better
all control.
quarterback. I'm taking the better coach.
We're an hour and 10 minutes in,
better
and we
take
still
the
got
coach.
5 fucking games.
You better take the coach.
Lions, Baker Mayfield led Buccaneers. Detroit favored by 3 points.
There are a lot of people on the Lions wagon this weekend to beat the Bucks, and I still cannot get on that wagon. The Bucks, I don't
Bucks
know
are
why
good.
they're getting disrespected the way they are. Baker Mayfield's not only game managing right now, but he
Has
looks
anyone
like a
checked,
decent
though? Is
quarterback.
he dangerous today?
He woke
Is
up.
he
I
feeling-
promise
is
you.
he-
he
I have
did.
not asked.
I'm on the Baker train.
You know what I hate though about this game? It's a 4 o'clock. That's when my
Why?
Eagles play.
Why?
That sucks.
Yeah.
Why 2 East Coast teams?
I like watching them play, and I like
But
watching.
why are they on at 4 o'clock?
That's my 4 o'clock game today. Is the Lions Bucks.
We won't stay on this long, but I think both these teams are who they are. I think
They're both really
they're
good teams.
good.
They both are
and
really
there's no
good
reason to disrespect either of these teams. In the end, they might both be in the playoffs because the NFC sucks so bad. I love Baker.
Has anyone checked? Is the Lions? Is St. Brown in them playing?
Yes, he's supposed to be
Jameer
playing.
Gibbs is
Is
out.
He's still out.
But
right?
St. Brown is supposed to be playing.
Okay.
I see.
Big day, David Montgomery. I'm going Lions.
He was on the David Montgomery train last week. He called the touchdown, by the way, anytime touchdown. David Montgomery had a few touchdowns,
love
I
David
think.
Montgomery,
He's
man.
on the David Montgomery train.
They
It's going to be a
pounded
great
it.
game, and I don't know who's going to win.
I think it's
really
gonna be a
don't.
good game.
I think it's going to be a great game, and
That's
I
another.
like
That's
these two
another
teams.
going to be a good game to watch. I
I'll
think.
take the Bucks, but I don't know.
Mike Evans.
I like the Bucks.
that's-
There
I like
was
the-
hamstring issues with Mike Evans, but they said he is good.
I think it could go either
He's
way.
good.
Really,
I think.
could,
I think
absolutely.
this could go either
I
way.
think the Lions are the better team. I really do. But where's the game at? It don't matter.
Tampa.
Tampa.
Pretty
has
sure
a
it's in
home field
Tampa.
Advantage, but I like both these teams. I like Baker. I'd rather who would you rather? Jared Goff or Baker Mayfield? You're gonna say
Goff.
Jared Goff. I know
Goff.
you.
As a
I know you.
I
would.
love
it
Baker,
depends.
yeah.
Like it depends what you want. Like if you want a football guy,
I need a leader.
I want
need,
Baker.
Oh, you want Baker?
Baker.
If you want a leader, I'll
Baker.
take Baker. But
Goff's
no,
not a leader.
I'm
Awesome that
taking
you guys
Golf
said
just to
that.
slow
Goff's not a
my.
leader.
Goff's probably the better quarterback, but
Absolutely.
Baker's a better.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'll take Golf.
Absolutely.
I'll take Golf and the
Great
Lions
game.
today.
I don't know. I'll go Bucks.
There you go. There you go. On you.
My heart says Lions, but I'm taking Bucks.
Listen, a lot of Vegas guys, like I said, on the Lions.
I'm
If
taking
that
Bucks.
means anything.
I'm
to
taking
you.
Bucks. My heart says Lions because I like the Lions. Bob likes
I
the
like both
Lions.
these teams.
I do, but I think the Bucks. I mean, they got some veteran weapons. The Bucks do, and I think they can come out and play. I really
Mike
do.
Evans, one of the underrated.
Hammy's hurt wide receivers though.
Hammy, but he
Hammy's hurt.
practiced in full. They said he's good. They had a bye last
they
week.
linger.
They had a bye last week.
Who'd
So
you
I
get,
think he's
Lions?
good.
But
I'm
Hammy's
going Lions.
$2 in the lines. I don't think it matters. Honestly,
Hammy's linger
You
forever.
can throw this game out. It's gonna be a great game. We all win on this one.
All right. The world wins today when you see Jared Goff versus Baker Mayfield.
That's crazy. When you put it like that, that's crazy.
The world wins.
That's wild.
Simple as that. Moving on. Cardinals, Rams. Rams favored by 7. And I don't have a problem with it,
Stafford's good.
but
Rams
it's
are
like
good.
but
Cooper Kupp
7's a
healthy for
lot.
2 weeks.
Buka Baduka is
Puka Nakua.
he's good.
Dog.
Dog.
I think they
Dog.
win by more than 7.
I'll take the Rams.
I think this is
I think
easy.
Rams by
Nothing
10.
to say here. I don't think
Rams
there's much
by-
to talk about
I think
here.
Rams by 10.
Rams.
Rams.
Rams are good.
Eagles, Jets. Eagles favored by 6.5. A lot of injuries in this
Lot of
one.
injuries.
Slay out.
Carter out.
Jalen Carter out last night
Nakobe Dean
announced.
activated up.
Yeah, but you ain't taking that one linebacker off the field.
You got 3 linebackers.
Yeah, but you ain't taking that one boy off the field. Nakobe Dean, he's a special teams player. Simple as that. He's a bum. He's a bust.
Crazy.
He's a bust. We see why he didn't get drafted high. Huge news last night. Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed, both out. Jets starting corners out.
Wow.
Eagle, there you go. Simple as that.
Wow.
Done. Eagles win.
There you
Big.
go. That's my third pick for the day. I'm going Eagles.
Eagles big. No, your starting corners are out. One of your starting corners for the
A.J.
Jets just
Brown,
got
first
elevated.
touchdown.
One of your starting corners just got elevated from the practice squad. Eagles roll.
AJ Brown,
Eagles.
first time touchdown.
I actually had the Jets defense in my fantasy. I have Jets and the
You got rid
Dallas
of them,
Cowboys, and I'm keeping both of them because they're both
Right.
killer.
But you
But I
subbed them
actually I picked up New Orleans' defense.
How many
today.
points the Eagles going to score today? 40?
No. 20,
30,
28.
28, 30.
You got a Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown on the tush push today?
Whoa.
Yeah, it's the brother.
push.
It's the brotherly show.
Time out.
It's gonna be
Time
outlawed.
out. If anyone wants to call it the tush, it shouldn't be tush. It should be the bush push. Started with Reggie and Matt Leinart.
Yeah.
So if we're going to call it anything, it should be the bush push.
Ooh.
But if we're talking about Philadelphia, it is the brotherly shove.
Yeah, I agree. Eagles win big. We're all on the Eagles. No chance for the Jets. Zach Wilson. Sorry. All right.
Hold
Big-
on. No. Let's stay there. Did you guys see Rodgers?
There's nothing else to talk about,
Yes,
but
I
because
shared
he's
it.
an Eagles guy, he wants to
So
talk
what'd you think
about
about that?
I shared it. I shared it the other day. Aaron Rodgers walking with no crutches 4 weeks after surgery. It's an interesting feat, but he still ain't playing football this year. I don't give a fuck what happens. He ain't playing.
I mean,
It was
so-
cool. I mean, he's recovering fast, but he's still not playing football this year. I don't think so. All right, Sunday night game. We're going to live react to this game tonight. Buffalo Bills 15-point favorites over the New York Giants, led by Tyrod Taylor. I'm glad that we're going to do this game tonight because we're not going to have to watch more than like an hour of it.
Maybe.
No.
Sometimes these are the games that like them teams come out.
No, not a fucking
There was a
chance.
Tyrod Taylor fan out there.
There, we did have someone say that Tyrod Taylor. A couple people said Tyrod Taylor better than Danny Dimes. Danny Dimes, I definitely disagree with that.
Vanilla Vic.
Could you imagine they saying that last year?
No.
That's wild.
Bills 15-point favorite. Bills win by more than 15. I'll take the points. Anybody on the Giants? Giants.
I think they may play better, the Giants, but I'm not on the Bills big.
Because Bills know they got to play too. I mean,
Bills
they just
big.
lost.
Bills big. Nothing to talk about. Monday night. I'm
Oh,
excited.
this is a game.
This is exciting. This is
I
honestly.
wish this was the night game tonight.
I know.
That
do
would
too.
be awesome.
I do
But
too.
then you'd be sleepy. You would be here all night watching it.
Yeah,
You'd be
I know.
tired. Can't hold his eyes.
This is
open.
the game that I'm ready for.
poking him.
This is my favorite game of the week. Cowboys Chargers. Cowboys favored by 1.5.
So it's even.
And you know what's crazy? Like, I instantly just want, like, when I see this, I think it's going to be a good game, but I picked Dallas to win. And it's like instant, but I don't know why. Why do I look at this and say Dallas is going to win easy? I don't get it because Dallas ain't really shown anything. Like their defense early played really well. Offense can't do shit. They don't even use CeeDee Lamb. And the Chargers are playing really good football and have one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Why do I just immediately say Dallas going to win this game?
I don't know, but that's just the way it always seems.
And Eckler is supposed to be back for the Chargers.
Oh my goodness, he just muffed a punt.
They muffed a punt with
Muffed a
one
punt.
fucking second left in the
on like
fucking
the
half
5.
on the 5-yard line. Baltimore going to get a field goal.
You know who's gonna get that? Old Tuck. Old Tuck just racking up more points for his.
Up 15-3, I take a shot.
No, take a point.
Hey, you know
Look at
who
that.
would take a shot?
Brandon Staley and fucking Dan Lanning.
Dan Lanning would
Dan
make
Lanning
it.
and
He would
Brandon
take a
Staley
shot.
would absolutely take a shot.
God. By the way, rolling with Ratchford had Oregon plus 4.5. We hit that one.
So, what are you guys going to this game? Cowboys Chargers.
I'm on Cowboys. I mean, Cowboys are the
Cowboys.
team. They're the team of the
Cowboys.
season, baby.
Why?
You know
They're
why?
the team of the
It's a
season.
win because it's a win-win for me.
Because it's not the playoffs.
I want the Chargers to win. I kind of like the Chargers. You know, what I mean, I
don't-
like their players.
I don't understand why.
But I
we're
picked the
all just
Cowboys because I think
immediately-
the Cowboys are going to win. But if the Cowboys lose, it's a win for me as well.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like I just said, why are we all immediately on Dallas? Like Chargers have no chance in this game.
Well, it's the Chargers, for one.
But they're playing really good football. This team had the Dolphins beat week 1. And the defense shit the bed and let them go down the field, and Tyreek got a
Why are you questioning who we pick?
I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying the Chargers are good, and I like the Chargers, but I just don't
Is
understand
he a
why.
secret Chargers?
Oh, I've said that.
Listen, I like the powder blue.
I just don't understand why we're all like. I picked the Cowboys. That's what I'm saying. Why is like nobody's saying the
Because
Chargers
they're a
can win?
better team.
They're a better team.
That's
Where?
They're better in
Other-
the season. I'll take Dak Prescott over Justin Herbert.
You're fucking insane.
Why?
that was crazy.
Why?
That was crazy.
Why?
That was crazy.
I can't even do
because
this
he
now.
throws 30 interceptions.
He's awful.
He threw. That's in the past.
He's well on the way. He's well on the way
He
there
didn't get that many
again.
interceptions this year.
He's well on the
Five.
way. He threw
Pull it
three.
up.
Threw 3 the other
Threw
night.
3 the other night.
So he had 3 in one game. He had 2 before that game. They played the 49ers.
I agree.
He had 2 interceptions before that game.
I played the Cardinals before that. So I mean,
Yeah,
And they won.
Lost the game. No, he lost. They got hammered by the Cardinals.
I would rather have Dak Prescott than Justin Herbert. What has Justin Herbert done?
same thing Zach done. But I'm just telling you, I'd rather have Herbie.
I'd rather have Herbie. Easy.
Now, who do you think has better wide receivers?
Chargers. Well, now I'm torn.
I'm not a CD Lamb guy.
See, I like Lamb, but I think
But outside of Lamb, what do you have?
well, I see. I like Dallas. It was different 2 weeks ago when Mike Williams was healthy to me, but Mike Williams is out now.
But I'm saying a healthy Mike Williams.
Oh, Chargers with Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Josh Palmer,
Okay,
and Quentin
okay,
Johnson,
so-
who's a first round pick who hasn't even got on the field.
So Mike Williams out now.
Now it's close because Josh Palmer's solid. Quentin Johnston hasn't even really done anything. I don't know. Keenan Allen's the best wide receiver out of both teams.
Neither one of them have done anything in the playoffs. I don't understand.
Well, we're not
Yeah,
at
we're
the
talking about right
playoffs
now.
yet. We're talking about right
Justin
now.
Herbert every year
He's still tied
is
up on
up
this.
there.
He's hot.
Everyone puts him up. He hasn't done anything.
Have you ever heard what
Well, yeah,
Sean
look at
McCoy
the
said about
stats.
Dak? Dak's ass.
Stats mean nothing.
Which they do, though. They do. I mean, the guy's only been in the league a couple years. I mean, yeah, the guy obviously ain't won a Super Bowl. Only one team wins a Super Bowl every year.
He's
and
not
it sure
even
as
close,
fuck,
though.
and it sure ain't fucking been Dak Prescott.
He's not getting close though.
Fuck.
But let's be real. I think the Cowboys coaching last few years has been better than Chargers.
Well, and that's a little unsung note coming into tonight. Kellen Moore, now the offensive coordinator for the Chargers, returning to play
Dallas.
Cowboys this week. I hope fucking he
Because
opens
he
it
wanted
up.
to be the coach.
Well, yeah, he
He
did.
wanted to be the coach.
I hope Chargers win by 35.
I do too.
But I picked Dallas.
I'm not going to. Cowboys.
All right. That's it. That's it.
You want to talk about the Denver game? Did you guys see where Jerry Judy and Steve Smith was like clapping to each other?
I loved it.
Jerry Judy hasn't done it.
Jerry Judy ain't
What
done
is he
shit.
talking for?
Hasn't done nothing. Hasn't done anything.
Some of
Don't
them
get me wrong. I don't think it's his fault. Russell Wilson sucks.
Terrible.
He's bad.
I said the
You
other
want to
night.
talk about people? It's time to go. Russell Wilson's time to go.
I said the other night that the second half I would have trotted out fucking
Who's their backup?
Jarrett Stidham.
and then they got Drew Lock too, right?
No, Drew Lock's still in Seattle.
I thought they got one more.
No.
We've got to make a big move in Denver sometime. We can't keep doing what we're doing.
yeah, but you're
they said-
locked
they
to
said
Russell.
it.
No,
Yeah, you are.
I don't care.
Yeah,
Spend the money. I'm a billionaire.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
a multi-billionaire
But
because
they
I own the
don't.
team.
But they ain't going to do that.
See
You
ya.
can bench him all you want. You can
$200
move-
million
you
is a
can
drop
move-
in the hat.
Yeah, but not when you have a fucking cap and you got
That's a
dead
good
money
noise.
and all that to
But
deal
it's the
with.
same, probably him sitting there. I don't know.
You can get rid of him all you want, but the money's still there. So yeah, you can bench him.
because if you look on
He's awful.
paper, they got some good players.
They do. They have a lot of good players.
But
They're getting rid of them though. They're trading them away.
And you know why they're trading them away?
Rebuild.
But time out. So you're wanting to rebuild, but you're getting rid of good players. So do you know why they have to rebuild? Because they need a quarterback. So they're going to try to. So
Are you
there's
coming back to a Mac Jones point?
so, no,
here?
no, no.
Okay.
So they're Sacramento. There, you're scared. He's nervous. So they're scared that they don't have a quarterback. So they're going to throw a team away that's pretty good. I mean, they got good wide receivers. Their defense was pretty damn top notch last year.
They played good the other night.
You know what I mean? So it's like they got some good players around that. Hey, this guy's open for trade. This guy's open for trade. They're willing to trade this team away to even draft a young quarterback that can probably set another year. But they know Russ is going to do shitty next year because they're going to trade the team. He's going to do worse than what he did.
I don't know if they're necessarily going to sit who they draft, because I do think they'll draft a quarterback next year. I don't know if they're going to sit.
I think they'll sit.
Caleb Williams good to go to Denver, you think?
They ain't getting the first pick.
I'm not-
might.
They
won't
might,
get the
but
first
listen to
pick.
me.
They ain't get the
He
first
said that he'll only go to certain places.
I don't believe that.
Okay?
I've never.
It don't
read
matter
that
if you
report.
believe it or not. My question is,
I don't believe it.
would he go to Denver?
Yeah.
You
I think
so?
he'll go wherever the fuck has the number one pick, because I think he's going to go to the
Time
NFL.
out though, because he don't know who's going to have that pick.
He can Eli Manning the whole thing.
Well, he can.
Because
He
what
can.
yeah, that's going to be his only option, because
gonna happen.
there's going to be people trade. I know that you could say, like, say Denver ends up with the number one pick, but that don't mean Denver's set on drafting a quarterback. You know what I mean? And I'm not using just Denver. I'm just saying anybody, even if it's a guy that's not getting a quarterback, there could be a team. It could be Denver to say, hey, I'm willing to trade Jerry Jeudy and Sutton for a first pick, the first guy. You know what I mean? So he could be not set on, oh, well, Denver's got the first pick. I don't want to go to the NFL, but that might not even be the team that's going to come up to get him. You know what I mean? There could be someone else to put a lot of eggs in a basket to be like, hey, I'm willing to get rid of this garbage quarterback to go after somebody to make a name. And Denver could make a splash. I mean, New England could make a splash. I mean, there's teams out there that really need a quarterback that could trade away a team to get a quarterback because they have to start over.
Are we on the train of this? Isn't just a Caleb Williams draft, right? I mean, there's other
no.
quarterbacks in this draft.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm not saying that you're saying that,
no,
but I
no.
just wanted to get your guys'
Yeah.
opinion.
No.
Drake May has a good shot to be better than Caleb Williams.
Absolutely. And any quarterback does come out. I mean, there's
Okay,
quarterbacks that's drafted in the second, third round.
I'll take my boy Penix.
He ain't gonna be an NFL.
And he go, why?
He ain't gonna be an
Why? Why would you say that Penix is not an NFL quarterback?
not an NFL.
Look at the throws that the kid makes.
He's not an
I absolutely disagree with that. He's a second round draft pick. Maybe first.
That don't mean he's going to be good in the
Yeah,
NFL.
you're insane. You're insane. This whole show's just been fucking worthless. This whole fucking show today has just been worthless.
He's hostile
It's been fucking
today,
just
isn't he,
terrible.
Raj?
So who would you rather have? Kyler Murray
Today's
or Russell,
today's show
Russell
has
Wilson?
kind of made me feel like Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. Just bullshit. Just trying to get fucking points across.
Yeah, you're Skip
It's
Bayless.
just like, what the
And
fuck
you've
are-
been Skip Bayless.
What the
today.
fuck is going on today?
Richard Sherman.
Like
and
we,
and the other
like
guy.
I'm wondering if today is real or just fake and bullshit. I don't know. That's a lot of bullshit today. Yeah,
He's
I
hostile.
definitely don't.
I agree. Well,
I
you
definitely.
think Skip here?
He's definitely
I
Skip.
do.
Yeah,
He's
I've
definitely
called
Skip.
Skip. I've called him Skip since you guys started.
He's definitely
If you don't,
Skip.
if
He
you
is
remember.
insane.
He is Skip.
There's a lot of
But
hostility.
let's stick on the Denver
today.
train. What would you do? I mean, I know everyone's saying you have to like stick with Russ,
You-
but are you trading pieces to get a young quarterback?
Well, you're trading your older guys, but like Jerry Judy's never done anything.
I don't think you have to stick with Russ.
Yeah, but you
first
have.
of all.
But time out. We have to get a first.
You
round
don't
pick.
have to play. You have a first round pick. They have a first round pick this
Okay.
coming year.
Yes, but
You want more first round
yes,
picks, obviously,
because you want to draft.
you're not
something.
getting a first round pick out of Jerry Judy. Jerry Judy's never done anything.
Who was it for the Saints that traded 2 entire drafts away for Ricky Williams?
Ricky Williams and the Bears.
Yeah, who was the
Bears?
It was the Saints. Who
Mike
was the
Ditka.
Mike Ditka.
Mike
that's who it
Ditka.
was. Yeah.
Mike Ditka.
So, think somebody's going to do that for Caleb Williams?
Maybe. I don't think they will. I think whoever has the number one pick, more than likely.
Would you do that for Caleb Williams? If you were, we're talking about the Broncos. If you were the Broncos, would you
Speak into
trade?
your mic. You can't hear.
If you were the Broncos, would you trade 2 entire drafts for Caleb Williams?
No. I ain't trading 2 drafts for nobody.
2 drafts is in like your.
Every pick, 1 to 7
no.
for 2 drafts. That's
You
what
can't
that's
do
what he
that.
did. Mike Ditka did for Ricky Williams.
You can't do that.
He's not okay.
There's
can't do that.
There's no the draft is too important.
Yeah.
I think there's so much talent.
Quarterback position is pretty important.
It is.
It is, but so is everywhere else. I mean, you realize one, you have to build an offensive line.
You know how many guys that are undrafted are in the league right now?
A lot.
A lot. And that are performing.
Brock Purdy
lot.
was a 7th round pick.
You see what I'm saying?
He's got a good team.
He does have a good team.
whatever.
And he's got a good. I don't know. I just think the
I'm
draft
not
is-
saying I would. I'm
No,
just saying
the draft is too important. But I mean, would you trade? Would you sacrifice losing $200 million to draft you a potential quarterback?
absolutely. I'm a billionaire, so
Yeah,
$200 million
or-
is $20 to me.
Or do you
know?
just keep building a team and then let his contract expire and get a quarterback?
Yeah,
Well,
so
you-
you're delaying yourself.
You're
then.
not
You're
getting
delaying
rid of
anyway.
him.
No, I don't think so.
The money's on the books, so you can get rid of Russell all you want, but he's still
still
there.
paying.
Basically,
Right.
he's still there. He's still against the
Yeah,
cap.
but you save some.
All right.
You might save some, and I'm not with when I say you're stuck with Russell. You're not stuck playing him. You're stuck with the contract. You're stuck with the money on your books. I said the other night I would have fucking put out Stidham in the second half. He looked awful.
You might see Stidham.
Okay,
He looked
Rolling with
terrible.
Ratchford, Denver plus 13, 14.
I got one more
whatever it
team. One more
was.
team. I got a question.
I got it.
I like to
had
rattle.
Thursday night.
I like to rattle your guys' brains a little
Yeah.
bit. And this ain't our team, so we'll talk about Chicago. If Chicago gets the first pick, would you? I know Denver is totally against Fields, and I get it. But if you are Chicago and you don't have 1-2, you have the first pick. Do you get Marvin Harrison Jr.
It depends.
or
It depends.
do you get Caleb Williams?
It
I'm
depends. It
getting
depends on
Caleb
the like. It's early. It's still early. Dog shit, Justin Fields, and the last two games you've seen
right now.
the flashes
Right now,
of Justin
right
Fields.
now, if the draft was tomorrow,
Yes.
and it
I'm
ended
with
this,
you. I get you.
Well,
what you're
yeah.
saying.
If I have to pick tomorrow, I'm taking.
You got
Caleb
you got to
Williams.
also think about this. What's somebody offering for that first pick too?
a lot,
A lot.
and that could build a team.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You
Yeah.
see what the Seahawks
Yeah.
did with
Because
with all the shit that they got.
So they've got two picks early. So let's say that Panthers pick is number 3, 4, 5,
It might
which
be
is
one.
very
Might-
possible.
might be one.
Or their pick is 3, 4,
Yeah.
5. I could trade that number 1 pick away because Caleb Williams isn't even the guy I'm after.
And it's a throw in the wind.
I might get 7 picks for
this
that guy.
might be everything. He might check all of his X's and O's, but in the end, I mean, you do not know if he's going to be the next Patrick Mahomes.
No, you don't.
You know what I
Nobody
mean?
does.
You don't know that. And I'm saying
Be
you
like
could,
Andrew Luck and retire after 5 years.
you could really build a team with that number 1 pick if you traded it away, or you could get. I mean, for sure, if you wanted to bet everything you had right now on an NFL career, would you bet Caleb Williams to have a good, successful NFL career, or Marvin Harrison Jr. to have one? If you had 1 pick, who would you say that is for sure going to could have a
For
potential?
sure is Marvin Harrison Jr.
So why wouldn't you pick him first?
because quarterback's the most important position in football.
But if you don't have a team to build, you're not.
And we're always going to get to that. It takes time to build teams unless you have a generational talent at quarterback. Patrick Mahomes, week after week, he's fucking throwing the ball to fucking I don't even know the fucking one dude's name. You know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say that. Justin Ross, Rashee Rice. He's throwing to these fucking guys that you've never. Sky Moore. Who?
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce. But when Travis Kelce was injured the other day, he went right up the fucking field, no problem with Minnesota.
and he lost the game. When Travis Kelce wasn't bad.
Yeah, he lost the Detroit Lions game.
Well,
Kelce wasn't there.
That was the first game of the year.
Kelce wasn't
That's
there,
the
though.
first game Kelce wasn't there.
That was
Chris
a big
Jones
deal.
wasn't there either. Chris Jones is the best defensive tackle in football.
Absolutely.
If you're telling me if I'm starting a brand new expansion team today, and you give me the option of Joe Burrow,
If you're talking expansion, I'm taking a quarterback.
I mean, you see what I'm saying? If you give me the option of Joe Burrow and Megatron, I'm
Yeah,
taking
but
Joe
I'm saying
Burrow.
if you have Fields,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, I don't want to. If I had to stay right now, Caleb Williams or Justin Fields, I'm taking Caleb Williams.
for sure. But
But
I'm
this
saying
is
if you have
early in the
Fields-
season, so if Fields continues
Why
to
are we-
progress,
Fields is not.
I'm just curious.
Go ahead. I don't cuss on this podcast just in case my boys are listening. Shout out Quentin. But he's dog.
we've lost everyone.
Go
One
ahead, dog.
person. He's a dog.
He gets on YouTube. He gets
Dog
on,
shit.
He gets on YouTube.
Oh, dog
Yeah,
shit.
That's what Justin Fields is. Why would I continue to roll that out on the
I
field
agree.
if I don't have to?
Because you didn't want to miss out on Marvin Harrison Jr.
Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be a stud.
That's the only reason. Not because you got your eggs in the Justin Fields basket, because I don't.
He's
but Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be good.
But if you take Marvin Harrison, your eggs are in the Justin Fields basket.
They
no,
are.
because you can get him next year. I mean,
Well,
you know what I mean? Because you can draft later too.
There is no Caleb Williams in the next year's draft.
And there might not be a Marvin Harrison
There
Jr.
ain't even a
either.
Drake May in the next year's draft.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Every year they come out though.
Every year
I mean,
they're-
you're gonna have Shador.
Shador will be in next year's draft, and he'll be fucking flexing that.
You can
watch.
put whatever scenario on the table that you want. If I'm the Bears, if I have the first pick 3 weeks before the draft, whatever the date is that you can first send in a pick, because in the first, if you have the first pick, you can send it in like X amount of days before the draft. I'm sending the card in, and I'm trying to sign Caleb Williams as soon as possible.
Oh, I'm selling jerseys.
What does
I'm selling
USC?
jerseys.
What does USC look like last few weeks? Anything? Any idea of the games they got?
It doesn't matter.
We're getting ready to get
does.
like the pack is getting ready to start playing each other now. USC
Because
still
if
got
he
to play
slips up 2 more
Oregon.
games.
USC still got to play Oregon. USC's got to play I think they play Washington.
It doesn't matter though.
Pretty
What I'm
sure.
saying is, did you see that offensive line last night?
They were awful.
Did you see the offensive line last
Yeah.
night? They were awful.
They were terrible.
It does.
got hit every
You can't
time.
compare what he has at USC to what he's going to have in the NFL.
Last night,
be worse.
It could be. It might be worse.
I mean,
it can't get worse.
Last night it looked like Kenny Pickett. Every time Kenny takes a snap, he's got somebody in his face. Notre Dame was pressuring him all night. Their
I think
offensive
you're
line was awful.
arguing to argue. You wouldn't take Caleb. You wouldn't take Marvin Harrison over Caleb Williams, would you?
I mean, it just depends on the team I have.
That's why you're not an owner of an NFL team.
I mean,
and me and
it's
Den
'cause
are.
I'm broke.
And
I were-
me and Den
yeah,
are. You
if-
know what I
No,
mean?
no. I just depend what you got, really. I mean, obviously, if you had an okay quarterback, I think I'm building first.
If the Panthers get the number 1 pick, they're not going to take Caleb Williams
All right.
because
Right.
Panthers don't have a pick, so.
Well, that's true. That's true.
But if they did,
but if they did,
if
wouldn't.
Carolina had the number 1 pick,
if
I'm taking Caleb Williams.
if
there's
Houston
no way.
Absolutely. I'm trading Bryce for a second
If-
round pick,
if
and I'm
Houston-
taking Caleb Williams.
if Houston-
1,000%.
if Houston would just for some reason lose every game the rest
Yeah.
of the year and have they
He's
wouldn't.
looked like a good quarterback.
what if you don't the rest of the year? Don't matter about Caleb Williams.
If he struggles the rest of the year, I'll take Caleb Williams.
We're all on the CJ Stroud train.
But yeah, get off of it. We're on the train,
You're
man.
not on a train. You just said you take
We're on
Caleb
it.
Williams.
If
It
he
just
struggles the
depends.
rest of the year, but he looks good.
What if he doesn't?
Bryce Young has not looked good.
He hasn't. He hasn't looked good.
Bryce, so
But
you're-
sometimes it takes a little bit to
But,
develop.
It does.
Okay, so let's say this though. I've never been for Bryce Young. I should have said I would have took C.J. Stroud number 1 overall before. I am not for the 5'8".
I'm not for
If
it.
you're under 6 foot tall, I have no
It's hard.
interest in.
It's hard.
I have zero, and that's. But I'm a general manager of a multi-billion-dollar business. You know what I mean? So I'm not interested in you if you're under 6 foot tall. I'm just not.
Get it.
I'd rather you be 6'2", 6'3",
But you
and
already
above.
got him.
Well,
He's already
I
there.
wouldn't have though.
Yeah, but he's
I wouldn't
already
have
there.
picked him. And you're telling me that I'm the Panthers general manager right now.
Okay, you're
I
CJ
wouldn't
Stroud.
have-
He's 6', and just say he struggled the rest of the year. He ain't got a great team. They're decent. He's got decent players. You struggle, you win 2 or 3 more games, you lose eight or so. I mean, do you go get your number 1 dog wide receiver?
I go get Marvin Harrison if I'm the Texans. But I think CJ Stroud's better than Justin Fields.
I agree with that.
I mean, so far, but it's
Yeah.
just been a couple pictures of all you
By
guys
us
said.
3 watching the games like we do,
Yeah.
we know that CJ Stroud is a top 20, top 15 quarterback, right? You agree with that?
Absolutely.
Justin Fields is not a top 20 quarterback.
CJ Stroud doesn't have an offensive line. He don't have really good weapons. People
don't have good
want to spot
weapons.
Nico Collins.
He makes them look good.
Tank Dale. They're not. They're okay. They're nothing special.
We're
He's
an hour and 40.
he's a good quarterback.
I like it.
We're
he's
doing
a good
great job
quarterback.
today.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Love you all. All right,
been
you got
fun.
anything else?
That's all I got.
You got
any
anything else?
Got any wrestling news? You don't want to go much longer than an hour and 40 minutes.
No, we're over too far. No, not too much.
I'm excited
wrestling.
though. This is
We
getting,
might have to cut
this
that
is,
whole Justin
No,
Fields
this is
talk
getting
out.
like middle of the season. This is getting hot seat air.
that
I
means
like
the
it.
season's almost done.
Hot seat air.
It is half season. We're at the mid-season point.
That sucks.
I know.
yeah.
It's going fast.
All right.
All right.
Hot
You got
seat
anything
air.
else?
Nope.
You got anything else?
Fly, go fly, baby.
All
Love
right,
you.
boy. Love you all. See you.